Okay, we are live.
Oh, wow.
Yes, excellent. We can hear each other. We are
Yep.
actually, for once, succeeding at collab cam the moment the stream begins.
Oh, really?
This is very unusual for us.
Hmm.
You're a
It's very...
little laggy, but we'll take it. Who's that handsome guy on the left?
Oh.
I think you have your left and your right mixed up there, buddy.
What-
It's basic kindergarten stuff.
Basically, go back to school.
So, oh damn, you're right. See, that's because you're ugly, Anthony. Anyway,
Oh,
so
no, you said, damn, you right. No. You're saying you're right, and I'm still left. I'm still handsome.
you also need to go back to school, I guess.
I go to school every day, my guy. I don't tell you.
Yeah, how can you teach kindergartners when you don't have a kindergarten level education?
I don't teach kindergartners. I don't need no kindergarten education.
You're both
Skip that.
precious. Why, thank you, Joe CeeLo.
Oh,
Listen
thank
up.
you, CeeLo.
There's so much to talk about. So first things first, we got over 50 new reveals today for set 4.
Yeah.
That's an insane number. Over 50. That's so many cards. You guys can't see the tabs at the top of my screen, but there's a ton of them, right? And we're going to go over them all. We're going to go over this guy. We're going to go over this guy, right? We're going to go over so much stuff. It's going to be wonderful.
It's a lot. It was so much.
And no Senior Pink, I know. No Senior Pink is
I
definitely
didn't even think about
weighing
that.
me down. We are still missing a few cards in the set. We don't have a Pika either. Hopefully Senior
And
Pink
we're
is yet to
missing-
come.
And we're missing an SR.
We're missing
so-
another secret rare, yes.
Or I was going to say
Yeah.
secret. My bad.
A lot of people are saying they think it's going to be Pika. It very well could be. But listen,
I mean,
we
I
have
would
some
imagine a
important
secret
things.
though. Pika.
So
a
what?
secret is, I can't imagine that.
Okay, well, but the secret has to be a card from the Dressrosa
For-
arc.
Yeah, there's no way it's not.
And it can't be Rebecca because we've already gotten a Rebecca card, right?
Have we?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
it's
we
a
did. The one drop.
It's a
Yeah, the one drop. Yeah.
So who does that leave that we haven't gotten a card for? that
Oh,
many people.
no, we got him. Wait. What about Vivi's dad?
Thoughts on
King
those
Cobra?
tasty alt art leaders? So actually, I haven't seen that trailer yet to see. Secret or Senior Pink would be cool. We've gotten Vivi's dad. Fun fact.
Did we?
Yes, we have.
We got Rebecca's dad.
Nope, we got Vivi's dad too.
I did not see.
It's
it.
a lord. It lords your Alabasta cards. And we're gonna talk about
Oh, yeah.
Duck Tribal, but we'll get there. But we'll fucking get there.
I'm so
Secret or Senior Pink
hyped.
would be sweet. So, in response to Weecho the Creecho, which is a really cool name, thoughts on those tasty alt art leaders? I haven't fucking seen them yet. I know there's an ad for them out. We're gonna watch it on stream.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's the first thing we're gonna do. Actually, we're gonna watch that ad on stream.
I haven't seen it. So
But before we do that, we need to talk about some stuff real quick, guys. We need to
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about the Grand Line Cup. So there's this
We
thing
have
called the
to.
Grand Line Cup, right? And Anthony and I are putting it on in
Yep.
the town of my business, Rotterdam, New York. It's right next to Albany, New York. It's in a mall called Viaport Rotterdam. It's a $30 entry. You can find the link to sign up in my bio on Twitch right now, this second. If you're on my
Yep.
Twitch, you can find the link to the bio.
Really
If you're on
hyped.
YouTube, just go to Twitch real fast. Twitch.com slash the Moonmen TCG Captain Faye, because I'm so good.
Yep.
I'm so
you gotta change
good.
that. We really do.
Don't even fucking worry about it. Anyway, it was such a pain in the ass the first time, but you're right, I do have to. So, listen, you get all these wonderful things. First place is going to get a Manga Ace in some packs, Alt-Art Nami in some packs. There's some great
Good
Alt-Arts in here. There's going to be awesome giveaways. There's going to be box toppers for giveaways, Promotion Pack 2022 for giveaways. There's going to be an Alt-Art 5-drop Law in the giveaway, and there's
Yep.
more stuff to be announced in the giveaway. You only get the giveaway if you pre-register online. You can come and pay on site. It just means that you don't have access to the giveaway. Also, one of our two
Yep.
sponsors, Sassy Satellite is me, and Kaizoku Cards. I got this custom Zoro leader from him. He gave me a great deal on it
So
in
good
exchange for sponsoring the event. It does not have this watermark. That's been a question before. This is gorgeous. First place is going to get the winner, and top 16 get the normal as well.
Yep.
And this card is exclusive to this event. You cannot get it anywhere other than the Grand Line Cup. He will never be making this exact Zoro again. So sign up
Yep.
for the Grand Line Cup. Link in our bio. I'm going to tout that again halfway through the stream. So I'm sorry if you've been watching the stream the whole time and hear this all again.
Also, don't forget to check out Kaizuka cards because they're fucking sweet. So
Yeah, Kaizoku Cards is amazing. Did they reveal
They
the
really did.
text on all the text on the cards? Every card that got revealed, we have a translation for. We are
Yeah,
still
we have
missing
translation.
some cards. So real quick, Jag, my boy, who you should check out.
yep,
What
Jag.
the
Jag
heck is
is
his? What is his stream?
he
What's
Jag
his-
Anthony on? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's no, it's something else.
On
It's not
Twitch.
Jag Anthony. It's something else on Twitch.
It's the oh god. Hold on, we're gonna find out because I wanna tout him. He's my buddy.
Yeah, of course. Oh, one of the oldest homies in the world.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, for sure.
Love him.
Who are my other followed channels?
Uh,
Crap, who is he?
I don't know.
He's none of these.
He's not any of those. He's none of those. No, it's show more. Show more.
Oh god, how many people do I fucking follow?
Too many. Stickhead.
Stickhead. He's Stickhead. Follow this guy on Twitch. He's amazing. I was hanging out in his Twitch earlier today. We were having a grand old fucking time. So anyway, Stickhead.
Yeah.
He sent me
I love
this.
Stickhead.
He sent me this thing that reveals some of the alt arts. I'm gonna watch it with you guys now.
Do you love hearing Anthony speak, his mouth not move? Is my lag that bad?
Yeah, your lag is fucking awful, dude. I'm gonna pause
Sweet.
I'm gonna pause our background music so that we can watch this ad real quick. So
Sweet.
here we go. Oh god, that's loud.
I can't even hear
Oh,
it.
that's so cool.
But
Oh,
that's
fantastic.
the phone thing I was telling you about. Yeah, I saw part of this. Oh, there's a chopper in the corner. I didn't even see that.
Yeah. Ooh.
I like the design of the packs.
Whoa, whoa, this is going too fast. Holy crap.
Yeah, but what are the alt arts?
Boom. Okay. That's
Nice
a
pause.
7-drop Luffy.
Wait, is that
Holy
a 4-drop
cow.
Kuzan on the left? Why?
So there's an Altar Kuzan. This is an Altar Isho. This
we know
I
that.
think is a
Altar
normal
Isho.
Sabo. And this is the Altar 7-drop Luffy. So this is just someone playing a black deck, right? This is not
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, wait. Yeah, it's a black deck. Yeah.
7-drop Luffy though. That's a beautiful Altar. Holy cow.
It's very nice looking. And it's also a really good card, to be honest.
Yeah, this card is
I like it a
nuts.
lot.
Oh god, Altar. Oh dang it, Altar Doflamingo.
Your pause skill was so good the first time.
There it is. Look at
That
that
was good.
Doflamingo.
That
That is
looks
so
great.
beautiful. So
You know that card's gonna be
beautiful.
expensive because that
I've-
card's
uh,
crap.
because set 4 Doflamingo is gonna be the best deck of the game, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
It's so good.
Oh
Maybe-
god.
Oh, another future
Whoa.
Robin.
Oh dang it. I paused too
almost
quickly
had
the
it.
first
You
time.
almost had it. It looked good though.
It's beautiful, yeah. Oh my god. There's the Alt-Art Robin I've been dying for. Robin is my
That is
fucking favorite.
gorgeous.
That is a beautiful card.
They really nice.
Oh, there's Alt-Art Sabo. Holy
Yeah, that's what I was telling you
moly.
this morning. I was like, is that Sabo? And I forgot that Sabo was in the set.
Yeah,
And then
that's
you reminded me
cool.
it was.
It's a
It
little
looks really
weird.
nice.
This is a little. This space
I don't
is
like
a little
the-
wonky.
Yeah,
I bet it looks
but
way
look how
better in
good it-
person.
Look at the colors though.
The colors are gonna be so shiny in person.
That looks the contrast is gorgeous. I think like one of my favorite arcs in the game.
This is
That
a
looks
really
so good.
cool commercial. He
That's
said
really good.
he goes Vive. So wait a second. Thoughts on those tasty alt-art leaders? Wicho the Creature, where did you see alt-art leaders?
I haven't seen any alt art leaders yet.
Me either. And I feel cheated.
Yeah, I want that. That sounds great.
They're in that trailer?
How
Okay,
fast was you going?
back to the trailer we go.
I didn't see no alt art leaders.
Or does someone on Facebook have them so that I can view them? Like just as Diego or as Orange, has he like
I have to. I mean, I can't imagine Orange making. I mean, maybe he did.
he does posts like that showing all the alt arts.
Yeah, but not normally. It's
I'm
not
gonna
like
check real quick.
screenshots of alt
No,
arts.
I think he
usually.
does whatever the news is.
Oh, Jag has it
oh,
right there.
whoa.
Jag has-
Jag is the man. Here we are.
Yep.
See, no, he's just got the ones I saw. Oh god.
Yeah, that. What you do?
I went to my stories accidentally.
No, they're definitely not there.
Hold on.
Unless they are, and I'm
what's this-
insane.
What's that? That's
Oh
a
yeah,
leader.
what's that?
I can't
That's a
see
leader.
it though.
It's
Oh, that's the
yellow.
crocodile. So this
Is
is the
that green?
crocodile leader. No, because look, he's playing. Wait.
Oh yeah, it's purple.
Wait,
But
what?
that's this yellow.
yeah, this
That's
is
the
purple.
yellow.
Yeah, it's purple yellow. It's crocodile. Purple yellow
Yeah.
crocodile.
Oh yeah. I've heard crocodile yellow. That looks really nice.
Give me a minute, goes Joe CeeLo. We're going back to YouTube. These are these.
You know how
these
fast you have to
incredibly
be?
important.
Like if we didn't even see it,
I'm pretty fast. Oh look, it's us.
yeah, I saw that
um,
in the after the video ended in the left
uh,
side, it was there too.
Thought
that was funny.
Kingdom of Intrigue. Trailer. That's the word. Crap.
Nice. Go to your history.
That sounds like so much work.
It's literally a click. The hell?
The heck?
Oh, wait, why did it get to the
Why
channel?
did it? I don't know.
Try again. Go to history again and then click the video. There you go. I think you might have accidentally clicked the channel
Maybe,
instead.
maybe. There were
I
pictures
mean,
of Altar
oh, maybe
Vivi
about
and
it.
and what looks like Dofi as leaders. All right, that is so cool. Love the phone.
I love the phone. That looks great. I love that they're just standing there. Like, that's great.
Okay.
So,
So,
alright.
well,
Oh my god,
there's
look at
Sugar.
Charlotte Sugar. Yeah, the Sugar altar. It looks awesome. It's the scene with Usopp.
It's also this is Diamante, right?
Oh my god, that literally that. Oh my god.
So we got Sugar, Diamante. I
Sugar
love the
looks
Sugar.
so
Look at her
good.
face. You can see her eye
Yeah, I
popping
love
out.
that. I love that so much. That's a good art. That's perfect.
Oh, no, can't really see that. Oh, whoa! You see the Vivi? You see her?
Oh yeah.
At the bottom.
Wow. that
She's
looks
raising her
nice.
arm. That's fucking gas. Yes,
That
they
is
did the
cool.
Usopp moment. That's so good.
Usopp
Okay.
is a great
So
pick. I'm glad
I
he did
can't see the Dofi leader here. It's too blurry.
It's too hard to see. Like, we gotta go like frame by frame in this.
And then here's the Croc leader. Let's see if we can
Yeah.
get
Oh
it.
wait, we see the VU leader. Go back. The VU leader was a better picture of it.
Yeah,
Right
there's
there.
the Vivi leader. That's so good. What's
was
that?
so
What is
good.
this card?
I can't tell.
Fuck.
No, it zoomed away from it. That's unfortunate.
I don't think we're gonna be able to tell what this
there
card
no
is right
secret?
here.
Maybe that's the other
No,
secret.
I don't think it's this Altart.
Red get double
That's
secret in this.
Pell.
What's that?
That's Altart Pell. Okay. okay.
Oh, okay.
We're looking.
That'd be
for-
great.
We're looking for. We could. I can't. Oh, it's him sitting. I see. That's his claw. Him sitting down.
It's kind of nice. I like it.
I'm
I
excited.
like
I'm
all the
ex-
Croc stuff. I've been really hyped about today.
Yeah.
all the
We'll
reveals
get.
are
We'll
coming,
get
I'm
better
like, wow,
pictures
this is
soon.
sweet.
We'll get better pictures soon. All right.
Yeah. Let's show me the reveals.
Holy cow. Okay, let me. I've got to pull up my second. The what they all. Oh wait, Josilo messaged me images. Oh yeah, I got the VV leader. Thank you, bro.
We'll get the better altar art tomorrow, most likely. Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. That'd be really sweet. Okay, I gotta
It
pull
would
up
be.
the translations for the cards, and then we will get started.
All right.
Wait, is there more now? No. I was like, no way. Okay, so reveal number 1. Mr.
Alright, so
5
we saw this.
Gem. 7-drop 8K Baroque works. On opponent's attack once per turn, Dom -2. You may rest this character. KO up to one of your opponent's characters at the cost of 4 or less. What do you think of this card, Anthony?
I feel like it's one of those cards that like, it feels kind of like meh to me.
So I was in a similar boat where I was like, this card is very mid. I might run it at 2. Its effect is not dead. It's
Exactly.
very situational. But honestly, the more I thought about it, I actually think I don't run this card at all. And the reason is because in
Oh, wow.
set 4, removal is too good to be running mediocre top end.
I mean, to be honest, even by set 3, this card gets like what they run ace. They have the one event
Yeah,
pop
ace
this, get
could-
double.
But
really
especially
destroy
set
this.
4, blue gets that, oh, get rid of anything under the sun no matter what. Every
Yeah.
single color has just easy fuck this card.
I mean,
and
when you're playing,
paying 7 for a mediocre card that can just immediately
Yeah.
get popped, it's just not there.
you can't do that anymore.
Yep.
Like you have to have a really good on play and a really good consistent way to do something with this card. Now because of the new
Yeah.
removal is just so good.
The removal is
So-
too strong, and we're really slowing down. Jag put it the way Jag put it earlier, and maybe this is from other games I've never heard it. Is he put it as a Titan meta, where it's kind of a slow play into really big boss monsters towards.
That's
the
what
end
it feels
turns.
like.
That's
what it
what
feels like
seems
in
like
set
set.
2.
That's no set 2 is still very
Well,
aggro.
Whitebeard, Odin.
Yeah, but
all that
that's
stuff.
there's still a ton of aggro in set 2, and I think there's a difference between there being stompy decks, right, and then it being a Titan meta, where every
Yeah,
single
maybe.
deck in the meta is looking for just their giant bombs, and set 4 is really, really leaning towards that. It seems, which I'm not opposed to. I love this alt art though, honestly, and I don't even like the character. It's just this is a beautiful alt.
It is a very gorgeous art.
I wouldn't be
alt
that
art.
surprised to see this card run at like 2, but
I
Dawn
love the
-2
colors.
is a lot. And there's already so many Dawn minus effects during your opponent's turn. I don't personally see this card making the cut, so not too big
I mean,
a fan.
It's like okay. Like I can see as like maybe 1 or 2, but
Maybe.
maybe. Yeah.
This card
This
on the
card
other
is
hand, this card
cracked
is
in a
cracked.
million pieces. I hate how good it
Kyros.
is.
3 cost 5K. I love how good it is.
It's so
Dressrosa. If this character would be KO'd, you may instead rest one of your leaders or Corrida Coliseum. So if you have the stage
Or-
on board,
So
you can
wild.
rest your leader and the stage before letting this 3-drop 5k beater die. That's so insane, especially with how good removal is right now.
that's
Unless
not even
you
all
are
it does.
playing, yeah, it's not. Unless you're playing against blue, this card is going to be very hard to get off the board. It also has an
Yeah.
on play. On play, if your leader is Rebecca, KO up to one of your opponent's characters at the cost of 1 or less, then trash 1 card from the top of your deck. So it's a persistent beater
Wild.
that KOs a card
Wild.
at cost 1 or less. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but one,
But
Zoro.
it's in black.
Well, that's what I was going to say is 2. It's in black, so
Yeah.
cost reduction is very good. But
Yeah.
really importantly to me is Zoro. SGX Kid Leo, where are you seeing all the translations? If you go into the main Discord, for these cards, these are just under the card leaks and reveals, but under translation discussion, there's a second thread that's 18th video leaks, and it has all of the translations, and that is where I am taking this stuff from.
Yep.
So, Zoro hate is really important. Zoro has been too good for too long. Makino decks have been too good for too long. Seeing a lot of stuff in set 4 that really hates on this low-cost package that our entire meta is adapted around and has been for 2 sets, as of set 2 and 3, is really good to me. And I love this card.
It's pretty good. You can't complain.
I think it's an
It's-
automatic
the
4 of.
The fact is also that it KOs without having to discard or anything too is like so huge.
It KOs by milling one, which you want, which is amazing.
Yeah. There's really no downside. There's like the card's like it's like the perfect card.
For sure.
It's really good.
So, okay. Moving on. Let me get back to where I was.
Let's see, translation-
Orlumbus. So 4 cost 5k, Dressrosa / Yanta Maria Fleet. I don't think that's going to matter. Counter plus
Nope.
1,000. Activate main once per turn. Reduce the cost of one of your opponent's characters by -4 during this turn. Then trash the top 2 cards of your deck. Then KO up to one. Then KO one of your Dressrosa type characters. It is not up to. So using this effect does require you to kill one of your own cards. However, if that card is Kairos, your card does not die. Let's start right there. So there's
So
a nice
stupid.
nifty little combo. But also, if you're using like a cheap searcher, if you have a cheap card on board, it's pretty effective cost reduction on a very solid body that has no actual cost. It's activate main once per turn, and you kill the card, but you don't have to pay Dawn, you don't have to trash cards, you don't have to discard. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but I can easily see it making the cut into decks depending on how they're built.
Yeah. I really think it's one of those like cards where I'm kind of looking at it and like, it's fine, but like, it's gonna be pretty good. Like,
It's
I
very
love
good.
that.
It's dependent on how the decks end up getting built. Because if the KO
Yeah,
is
yeah.
too big a drawback, then it can never be run again. But
Yeah.
just off Kairos alone, we're
love that
already
fact.
seeing. Well, we're already seeing this little combo where it's like, oh, I have Corrid on board. I'll drop a Kairos, swing with the Kairos. Also, if Kairos is an instead effect, right?
Kairos is.
It
your
doesn't
leader is
come
Rebecca
back.
KO if your leader KO,
You may instead. Yeah, okay. Thought so. I thought it wasn't like the Marcos, but
Yeah.
like we're already seeing this little combo where you drop that card to not KO the Kairos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's just good.
It's
The fact that
just-
it has like
Cost
This is
reduction is
good.
just powerful.
coverage, we've seen the impact of Kuzan in the meta just because you can -4 all the time.
Oh, I thought you
Um,
were talking 10 drop. Makes Leo super
No.
good. Yeah,
I'm just saying -4 is like consistently
Yeah.
a good thing.
agreed.
So,
And this is very repeatable. So, okay, let's go on to Hajudin. I love this. He's holding God Usopp. Look at that. Look at this guy down here. That's so good. All
That's
right.
awesome. I never noticed that.
Hajudin is a 6-drop 7 plus 1,000. He's got Giant Dressrosa and New Giant Pirates. Now, those are typings other than Dressrosa that actually could become relevant. And we got other
Maybe.
Giants in this set in the same color. So we'll be revisiting that as a concept because I could see it's leading up to potentially putting Giants in black in the future, and they've got some ancillary support.
Yeah, for sure.
His ability is activate main. You may rest one of your leaders, reduce the cost up to one of your opponent's characters by -4 during this turn. So once again, I really like this card. It's a really big cost, but it's got a huge
Yeah.
body, and
And it's
resting
counter
your
stat, too.
leader overall, and it has counter stat. That's huge. Resting
Yeah,
your
it's
leader
huge.
overall doesn't matter. The only thing it stops is your other effects that rest your leader because you're playing Rebecca.
Yeah.
Right?
I really
So,
like that.
It prevents your Kairos from reanimating twice. It only doesn't die once. But still, like we're saying, cost reduction is so cool. Another thing that's worth noting is that this card is not once per turn. Now, that doesn't matter right now, to my knowledge, but
I don't think
effects
so, no.
that untap your leader can make this relevant in the future, which we've seen a lot of before.
That'd be kind of cool if you can like untap your leader, use this effect again, and then you just
Yeah.
go you pay 2 for a like a meteor volcano and say goodbye
Yep.
to a card. That'd be kind of sweet.
Oh,
but-
also, yeah, see that. Oh, what's up, Green Saber. First thing I see is God. That's a fact. You bring up a really good point that I didn't mention is this card with the Sabo synergy. Sabo makes it so that your cards can't be KO'd.
Oh,
This is not
yeah.
part of the cost. It's part of the effect. So you'll do the minus effect without KOing the cards. I definitely think this card is going to get run. I think it just has to.
I think
There's too many synergies, and -4 is a huge amount of minus.
the fact that it's also since it's activate main, but like the fact that that's a thing
Yeah.
is
So you just do it whenever the fuck you want. So sweet.
right. Yeah, that is super good.
This card I could see is like a 1 or 2 of. I'm not 100% sure if it'll make the cut, only because we have such ungodly high quality Dressrosa cards already, right?
I mean, there's always room for more. The fact
There
you're
isn't always room for more. We have a
No,
limit.
I
That
mean,
limit is
like,
50.
the more we get, the more toolbox we can become a lot more toolboxy as we continue through the set
yes, very true.
because just Rebecca's ability to be able to search.
Yeah, very true.
um,
She filters every turn. Very powerful.
Yeah, I really like this card. I
Me
think
too.
it's really sweet.
Oh, would
I
you
like
look
all
at
of it.
that? Cobra. Who said there wasn't a Cobra card?
I didn't say that. I said I didn't know there was a Cobra
Very interesting.
card.
Okay, one sec. So Cobra is 2-drop 0 plus 1000, Alabasta Kingdom, and his ability is your turn. Other than this character, your Alabasta Kingdom type characters gain plus 1000 power. So, guys, I need to point
Here we
something
go.
out real quick.
Here we
Don't
go.
don't even worry about it. Just don't. Oh, right, they misspell it on here. I'm just saying, this card has Alabasta on it.
Kind of makes Rebecca not have to run 4-drop cruise on. Yeah, that is pretty sweet.
Yeah, because Rebecca really doesn't want to run non-Dressrosa cards because if she
Yeah.
whiffs, that really sucks.
It does.
I'm just saying this card has the Alabasta type. That's all I'm saying. Like
That's funny.
we look at this guy and he buffs Alabasta cards, and this card is an Alabasta card. And I'm gonna
God
bring
damn
that
it.
up a few times, so be ready for that.
I mean,
I'm
if
gonna-
you do have 2 of these on
I'm gonna
board,
keep coming back. If you have 2 of them on board, your ducks are 5,000 power.
a 1-drop 5,000, so that your BB leader effect makes it so your duck swings for 5 on play. So for 3, you get a draw and 5k rush if there's 2
Isn't
on
it
board.
Alabasta Kingdom?
Alabasta Kingdom. Yes. it is.
Well, see, the
Yep.
thing is, the duck only says Alabasta, not Alabasta Kingdom. But there's no way. There's no way that they're going to. That's because we are currently fans translating. That's probably what the Japanese translation officially is.
I
Right?
wonder if.
There's no way they're gonna print it and purposely not give it that synergy. I would be shocked.
Oh,
I would be
honestly,
legitimately surprised.
that'd be such an oversight. I'd be like, that'd be kind of insane. I would be. I don't know. Now that we talking about it, it's very possible that they're just like, we didn't want to mix it just in case. But I don't know. That seems silly.
Let's
you
hope
imagine?
so for your
Can you
sake, Max.
literally
Okay,
imagine?
so just as a heads up, don't subscribe to our channel the month before Set 4 comes out in English, because if it doesn't work with the duck, if it doesn't work with Peru, I'm deleting the Twitch, I'm deleting the YouTube,
You're an
I'm
idiot.
deleting the Patreon, I'm canceling the Grand Line Cup. So just everyone be on the lookout for
You're so
I'm
stupid.
killing myself. Like, no, I can't even. That's
can't-
got to just be because of the way the cards are translated, you know.
I don't know.
Also, hold on. Let me look at a Karoo real quick because I happen to have one on hand. It does say Alabasta on the Karoo, so that's not like a translation problem on this card. I have to imagine they're all going to say Alabasta because that would honestly be so wild. So wild.
That would be so wild.
They're
I
in
would
the
love
same
that.
color.
It's like, duh.
Oh yeah, I would love Max to hate his life forever.
Yep.
All right, moving on. Look at that. Look at that guy. That's
6 drop 6k. No wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
card.
What is he? No,
6
you're
drop
doing the right
6k. Wano Country. Main once per turn. Actually, what's his name? What is that saying?
Kinemon.
Yellow. That's Kinemon.
Pretty darn
kidding?
sure, yeah.
Once a turn, play 1, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life to your hand. This card becomes active.
Was
Yellow
Karoo
card.
reprinted in that OPO2 pre-release pack? No, it was not.
So we have the ability to swing with this twice.
Which is not bad.
That's kind of cool. I like
the thing is, taking life, like, it's very clearly meant for the Yamato leader, which is doing somewhat well,
100%.
which burns
Super.
itself down a lot. But a 6-drop 6K, even though it can swing twice, 6-drop 6 with no counter stat that can only swing twice if you burn yourself one, I'm not 100% sold. Like,
I don't know.
Yamato
Like,
decks right now are not even Wano decks, right? Like, they're just Big Mom decks with a Yamato leader. I'm not there
The other thing
yet.
too is if you have no life, can you not activate this? Is that a cost or is that
That's correct.
That's sad.
That is a cost.
So although I really like the idea you can go, what is it, 6+9, 15k twice off this attack or off this one card. That's kind of cool.
Orange Kinemon, yeah. I think the yellows were printed wrong and look orange. I think it's more the lighting that they had on set. It could be.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I think it's the lighting.
The hair
there's
should
no
be
lighting.
blonde too. Yeah, I think it's got to just be the lighting.
Yeah.
It'd be mad funny though, because if you look down here, this is pretty yellow, right? Like I think it's just the lighting.
Yeah, I have to imagine, but it's still cool. Like I like the
Yeah.
art a lot. It's pretty.
Here we
sweet.
go. Look at. There's my boy right there.
Don Quixote
There he is.
family.
Yep. So Don Quixote family is a
sweet.
1-cost event. Counter. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal one Don Quixote
this is a
Pirates
counter?
character and add it to your hand. Place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. Trigger. Activate this card's counter effect. Yes, this is.
I
Counter.
didn't know this was a counter. I didn't. I
The
did not
fact
know
that it is counter is actually so much better
Yeah, because you're gonna activate with
because
your
you're
gear,
gonna have the extra Dawn because of your
'cause you're playing with
fucking-
the
yeah.
with
Be-
the Don
because
Quixote
of your
Doflamingo
because of
leader.
your Doflamingo leader, you'll have 2 Dawn at the end of every single turn.
That's actually amazing.
yes. This card is insanely
The
strong.
only complaint I have about this is the fact because it's a counter, like you can't double counter, right? So
Yes, you. What do you mean?
can you? Oh no, you can't. yeah,
Define the
you're
word
right.
double counter.
No, I'm thinking of something else. I'm being stupid.
Like you could
Ignore
play
me.
this twice.
You
on
can play
one.
this. You can play this twice. Never mind. I'm not think it's a
Yeah.
double complaint. I'm being stupid. Yeah,
That's-
so you can get
That's
any
the usual.
Don
I think
Quixote.
we're all used to that. by
Yeah,
now.
for sure. I'm thinking of DBS rules for some stupid reason. Because counter and that is it's
Fuck.
don't worry about it.
Nobody wants your DB. I'm hiding him.
Later, counter top 5 look for a Don Quixote character is so good in that deck, and the fact that you can now search, it's top 5 too. Like you're not losing anything.
It's Sabati just as a counter for this
It's
deck.
Sabati counter, and it's so good because in green,
Now,
all of your
historically,
Don
these
Quixotes
cards
are
don't get
broken.
run that often, but I think that this is the exception, specifically because a big part of the reason they don't get run is wasting the Dawn sucks, and this card
Yep.
bypasses the shit out of that. Because on your
Only 'cause
early
later.
turns, you just go, oh, I play 2 1-drops anyway. I
Yep.
pass, I untap 2, I play this.
Or you
like,
play
you're
your
not actually,
sugar.
it's not actually like wasteful.
You play sugar turn 1 if you're second turn player, then you untap 2, and
I
you just play
think
2 of
playing
these.
Sugar turn 1 is troll.
It is, but the
You
thing
can't,
is,
you won't get any use out of its on play, and then it just dies.
yeah, but the thing is that it's still a thing you can do turn 1. I'm just putting a scenario out there.
Well, your
Not the
scenario's
ideal
bad,
scenario.
and you should feel bad. No. All right, Mr. Ford. So, 5 cost, 6K, plus 1,000, Baroque works. On opponent's attack, Dawn -1, this character gains blocker, and plus 1,000 power for this
The
battle.
Battle.
It is not for the
Um,
turn, but it's a 5-drop
yeah.
7K blocker, and you get the Dawn right back with your Crocodile effect.
I definitely think this card's not bad.
I think it's
but
pretty
I think
solid.
my problem with this is less that it's not bad, but I think everything in like it just feels so good that like cards that are like meh are that's now bad.
See, the thing is,
It's
I
so
think that
weird.
a lot of the purple yellow support is kind of meh,
Yeah,
and I think that this card will make the cut because of that. I think that purple yellow gets carried by like 2 or 3 cards, maybe even 4, and then you're just gonna end up running like some filler okay stuff to make to make it happen. This
Yep.
might be one of them, but honestly, a 5-drop 7K blocker is just so big.
it's definitely
so
not bad.
big.
And the fact that the counter stats are huge.
But also for the battle is very sad because it makes this card not too hard to get over. At the same
Yeah.
time, how many times have you successfully defended a queen after blocking with it the first time? So, you know,
I don't know. This card does seem not bad at all.
I think it'll make it into Crocodile decks. I'm just not super sold.
Also,
on
if you're paying
Crocodile
for
decks being extremely
5,
relevant.
I got your whole
5-drop 6K
turn.
blocker. That's
I
yeah.
know. It's
welcome
whatever.
to One Piece. Like that's the
Yeah, but there are other things I'd rather be doing.
I don't know, dude. A 7K blocker. It's hard to ignore.
I guess, but it's only for the one. I don't know. It's definitely not bad. For sure, it's not bad. And I'm sure it'll see play.
This card is pretty good.
I love this card.
Weakness is a sin. 7 Warlords of the Sea Baroque works. 1 cost event. Counter. Dawn -1. Up to one of your leaders or characters get plus 1,000 power this turn. So this does last the whole
So
turn.
wild.
The trigger adds a Dawn to your Dawn deck active. And
That's
it
kinda
does
neat.
no requirements. Yeah, it's your basic ramp trigger.
That's
But
fine.
this is pretty sweet. Plus 1,000 for the turn is kind of huge.
That's disgusting.
Defend your fucking defend your Mr. 4. There you
You
go.
literally, yeah. You, now it's a
Now,
7K forever.
now it's busted. Now it's an
Yeah.
8K on block and a 7K for the rest
This
of the turn.
card
You're there.
Is so good in blue purple crocodile, in my opinion.
Yes.
you make your
Drawing a
leader-
card and making your leader 6K is very strong.
You're making a leader a Whitebeard essentially for the turn and drawing a card. So you're essentially doing it for free. Or not free. Dawn -1. Who cares? That's so good.
This card is also just, frankly, this card is just solid in purple decks, in my opinion. I wouldn't be surprised. Wait, does it require a leader? No, up to one of your leaders'
No,
characters. I
no.
just think that this is a decent card. I wouldn't be surprised to
That's
see it
sweet.
get tacked into a lot of other purple decks. I think this is just kind of a stapley card. 6K for the turn
Yeah.
will be good anytime that going wide is good in the meta. And historically in our meta, going wide has been good every set, right? Like, it wasn't as good in set 1 as it was the following sets.
Yeah.
But even then it kind of was because of Law, right? Because it was Kid, Kaido, and Law were the big 3, and Law went wide. But then the little 3 were Luffy, which didn't go wide, Zoro, Dofi, which both went wide. And now we're in set 2. Going wide
Yeah.
is the fucking wave, right? Set 3
kind
going
of.
wide. Well, Zoro
Set
goes
2
wide, Whitebeard goes wide.
Whitebeard doesn't necessarily go. It goes taller more than it goes
It
wider.
goes both.
That's the thing. it goes
Whitebeard
both.
is
It
just the
goes both.
king.
Zoro's wide. Law's
Doflamingo
wide.
goes wide. That's still a
Goes
thing.
wide.
Law's wide. That's still a
Fairly
thing.
relevant.
Set 3, I think, is when we really stop seeing wide and we start to see tall more. And in this set 4, I
Yeah.
think we're going to see a lot more tall. So this card actually might only be okay come set 4, just because we're
Then
seeing
again,
everything go tall.
If
Still,
VV is relevant, like depending
if
how
Vivi
like,
is
strong,
relevant, if Zoro is relevant, if Law
Yeah.
is relevant, like and all 3 of those decks will undoubtedly be around. Like, I think it's still
Right.
very relevant.
this card, yeah, I think you're right. I think it's gonna be very meta dependent on what's gonna happen. But I still, no matter what, making your leader 6K per turn in like
It's
it's
really good.
just good. It's just
Making
good.
this card will be really good in metas where you're going wide, where everything's going wide. Yeah, set 4 is all about boss monsters. See, that's the thing. That's why this
Yeah.
card might not see a ton of play in set 4, but keep your eye on it because it will be good. It will still probably be decent in set 4 no matter what, just because it's good, right? But it
Yeah,
will
it's a good card.
definitively be good in future sets. Period. Like, there's just
For
no way
sure.
around it.
For sure.
But the thing is, in set 4, I don't know if I'd rather play this than like a Blast Breath because of how boss monstery it is.
True. I mean, yeah. I feel like if this came out like a set earlier, this card would be like
set
so
3
good.
still, I wouldn't play it.
or set 2. I'm thinking. Sorry, I'm thinking of set 2.
Yeah, this would be really cool in Magellan.
Yeah, true.
Or
I just
Kaido,
like
but,
it. Or Kaido. Or yeah,
Okay.
that's about it. Suleiman, black
Yep.
character, cost 3, 4K slash. Dressrosa as counter +1 on play or when attacking. If your leader is a Dressrosa type, give -2 cost up to one of your opponent's characters. Then place 1 card from the top of your deck in the trash. It's not bad.
I like this
It's-
card a lot, honestly.
It's not bad.
The fact
mean,
that it's
it's-
on play and when attacking is huge to me.
Yeah, that's
For 2
big.
reasons. Number 1, because it's really important in these later sets for cards to have immediate value. Like, almost always we're seeing cards, if a card doesn't have immediate value, it tends to get cut, right? Like, we're
Yep.
seeing cards that need to do something the moment they hit. Because even when a card has a really strong effect, like, the gold example to me is Gildasora, right? Gildasora is fucking nuts, period. It's draw 2 every
Yeah.
turn. It's an insane card, but it's so irrelevant because we're in a format, we're in a game where you really just need the immediate value because there's removal is too good. So not only does this card have immediate value and then repeatable value, but if you have Corrida Coliseum, you're having this effect happen twice in 1 turn. Yeah. So
You know,
I think
so
this
that's
card
cool.
is going to be definitely run at least 2 in most decks. I could easily
Yeah.
see it at 4 because it's just really, really solid cost reduction in the deck it belongs in.
With all this cost reduction stuff with like Suleiman and other cards we were talking about, I honestly I'm starting to think maybe that the Shanks from the trial deck, the KO all 1-drops, could be even more relevant because it's as a one-sided board wipe with all this cost reduction
It
stuff.
could be.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
well,
really
that
hard.
supports
I mean,
Leo. Yeah.
everything that supports cost reduction makes that card stronger, which is sweet.
Yeah. for
Especially
sure.
with consistent like this. So I'm being granted, I'm not calling anything. I'm just saying
I'm not
it's very
super
sweet.
confident either, but I could
But it's
see,
sweet.
like you attack with this, you activate your Hajradin to neg something,
Yep.
You sack this, activate your or something, Orlando or Lumbus. You activate your Lumbus.
Yep.
You reduce another thing by 4. You drop Shanks and you wipe like your opponent's board. I could see it. The thing is that the
Yeah.
black top end is already so good. Like, why would do that when you can just Kuzan, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, think about. No, you're right. There's no reason.
Why
not
do
to.
that when you can Kuzan? Why do that when you
Yeah,
can Isho?
true.
Like, Isho's going to be
True.
running this deck just because Isho's insane.
Isho's gonna be so gross. Isho's just one of the best cards in the game. You know,
Yeah, Isho's probably the best black card. At least from at least 2 set 4. Like, meaning not if we're excluding set 4.
Yeah. If we're
I
not
don't think there's a black card printed better than Isho before
on its
set 4.
own. I'm trying to think. Is anything else that's even close?
The only argument I could like hear is
Nope.
Kuzan or like maybe
Nah.
Sakazuki.
Nah, not even.
Not Borsalino, in my opinion, honestly. As
Not
much as that card is
Borsalino.
gas.
Not.
It's just
It's not that
Isho.
Borsalino's. It's not that Borsalino's bad or anything.
No, it's just card's gas.
just
Isho is such a
disgusting.
powerhouse. All right, but we're not
Yeah.
here to talk about set 3. We're here to talk about set 4. Look at this. Look at this pretty
Miss
lady.
Merry Christmas.
So she's a 4-cost 4K slasher. She
I
is
like
a
it.
blocker, and her trigger is Dawn -1. Play this card.
Sweet. I like it.
I don't think she's gonna be run because she doesn't have a
No,
counter
see,
stat.
No. Oh, she doesn't have a counter stat. You're right.
If she had a counter stat, I think she's
Ooh.
like an automatic 4 but without a counter stat, she's only good in
I'll
late.
just say in purple
She's
yellow
really
decks,
clunky.
and like if you have the ability to, since you have in Crocodile to run this card, maybe at the top of your life, I'm sure. This could be really cool to be able to put on top of your life, but because it
No
doesn't have a
counter stat, I think ruins this
that
card.
negates all of this. Like
Also, there's so many good cards to have on top of your life already.
the
that I
fact
would
that it didn't
rather
have
than
counter
this card.
stat, that's so lame. I did not see that.
Yeah.
That's
This card
lame.
either needed to be a 4-drop 5K or have a counter stat. Either way, it'd have been there. But 4-drop 4K, no counter stat.
That's
I
so
just don't.
lame.
I'm not there.
Yeah, me neither. If it had that counter stat, I'm like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
Dang, that sucks. Whatever.
Alrighty. This is
Captivating,
an
Dizzy
amazing
Dance.
card.
I like it. Red cost is a 3-cost red card event, Alabasta Kingdom. Main, if your character is an Alabasta Kingdom type, give up to 2 of your opponent's characters -2 for the turn, and its trigger is activate this card's main effect. Not bad.
Not bad, not great. I'm not too crazy about it. We just
I
got
like
a
it, though.
question, so I'm gonna look into that question real quick.
I like it because, not specifically in
That's a sweet art.
VB, but just another event for Ace. Like that's kind
Oh.
of sweet.
Give me 1 second, please.
I'm not interested. It's definitely not better than what we have for Ace, but the fact you can run this in Ace and it's a counter stat at worst, this card can be good.
So the question I just got is isn't this Sanji better in purple yellow than
Normal.
the what we just saw, the Miss Merry Christmas? And the answer is yes and no. This is the exact same card where it's 4-drop
Yep.
5K, counter plus 1,000, and it's a blocker, and the trigger can play it. But there's a
Mhm.
huge difference. This trigger is discarding a card. The other trigger is Dawn -1. A Dawn -1
big.
trigger is universally good. You could run it in any purple deck, regardless of how much it ramps. Dawn -1 is just not as anywhere big as a neg as discarding a card. And especially in purple yellow Crocodile, Dawn -1 as a trigger literally doesn't even exist. You just get the Dawn right back to active. Like, it's helpful even.
Yeah.
Having
That's
said that Miss Merry Christmas is so bad that I really do think that this Sanji is better, even though you have to discard a card. Here's the argument I have is I don't think I'd play either. Like, I just don't think you need that.
I
that
like
engine.
Sanji a lot. I just don't know how much it matters in.
I don't think you want
Contract.
the discard in the new Blurple or in the new purple yellow Croc. And I just don't think you need it. I don't think you have so many good cards for your trigger. I don't think this Sanji is that necessary.
It's fine. It's just not.
This card will definitely get run in yellow decks. Like, I think this card is goated.
Oh yeah,
but-
that card is sweet. But another thing too to think about when you're talking about Mr. Christmas versus Sanji is searchers.
Searchers can grab this, and there's a purple searcher that can grab this. And if we're talking blue
Yeah.
purple Croc, there's 2 searchers. So
Yep. So that's something that's definitely relevant. All right. So yeah, no,
Alright,
captivating
so
stance is sweet.
I think
I
it's,
guess
I honestly think
it's
whatever.
not. It's not like anywhere near as good as anything else, but I like it. I think art looks pretty. I think it'd be kind of good in Ace.
It would no, because it requires an Alabasta leader or VV leader.
Oh yeah, it does. Never mind.
I honestly don't think you run this card at all.
Nope. Now you don't run it at all. Never mind.
It would have been too good if you could run it in Ace, I think.
I really liked the Nace. I was like, this is pretty cool card Nace, but I was like, nope, never mind. Not if it's not Alabasta Kingdom, which it is.
I love the art.
God, that sucks. The art's gorgeous. I love this art.
All right, Barrier. So,
I like this card. This card I actually like. This is cool.
One drop Dressrosa / Bart Club counter. Up to one of your leaders or characters gets plus 2,000 power for this battle.
Yep.
If your trash is at least 15 cards, get another +2. Trigger, draw 2, trash 1. So this is fucking Radical Beam. And it's got except it's got the draw 2, trash 1 trigger of something like Desert Spada. I think this card is an automatic 4 in your Rebecca decks.
It's really, really good. The fact that at worst its trigger effect is nuts. Or it's a 2K at worst. This card is actually
Radical Beam,
really, really
as
good.
some of you guys know, was like my favorite red counter for a really long time. Might still be. I
really good.
touted Radical Beam to the ends of the earth the moment it got revealed. I'm doing the same thing right here. It does not feel like it will be hard to get 15 cards in your drop, and this card is absolutely fucking bananas. If only this had the Supernova tag for Isho, that would be savage.
That'd be
because
crazy.
Bart is a Supernova. This really could have. This absolutely should have. I would have loved.
Can you imagine
that
if Bonnie can search it? Yep.
But here's the thing: is if Bonnie can search it, I don't think it's as devastating because it's not Radical Beam for so long in decks that are not self mill.
Yeah.
And even though Black Navy does get cards to discard, I don't know if it would have had a big enough impact. Having said that, I didn't test it. There's a chance that they tested the shit out of that and we're like, whoa, we can't let Bonnie grab a Radical Beam. You know what I mean? Like, that's super possible. Bonnie's already too fucking good. We don't need to give her more gas.
The other thing is Nami can also search Radical Beam as of right now, so it's like,
oh shit. What? But then Nami could also grab this. So Garp could grab this and Radical Beam.
Nami can't,
Nami can't grab. Yeah, I'm literally ignore me.
I'm doing it. Ignoring.
Glad.
Can you? Yeah, no. The fact that Natsu knows is big sad, but no, honestly,
this card is still so good. I think it's fine.
It's still sweet.
They're trying to print cards for the decks they're intended for more often than printing flex cards, and this is the kind of card that struts that.
The more we see self-mill decks, the better this card goes.
Yes, exactly. You have to think about the eternity of the card.
Yeah, always.
All right.
Yep, so now we got, what is it, Giola? Is that your name?
Giola, yes.
Yeah, Giola. Green character, 4 costs, 4K, Don Quixote Pirates with a 1K counter. On opponent's attack, you may pay 2, rest up to one of your opponent's characters cost 4 or lower characters. Not bad.
It's fine. There's so much of this effect, this pay 2 rest.
That's the thing.
And this card is below curve with 4.
It's literally one of those cards that's like, oh, this card is pretty cool, but like all these other cards are just so much better.
Yeah, I don't really see this card making the cut.
I mean, nah, probably not. There's so many good cards in Green Dofi. Like, there's no way. But I mean, if it is, it's like a 1 or 2 up. It gives you an early play if needed. Turn 2. It's not on turn 2. You literally can go I untap 2, then you can activate the effect right then and there. So it's definitely not bad.
Yeah, if you, especially if the thing is, if Doflamingo ends up being I choose to go second deck, then this could be a really good call.
Yeah, this could be sweet. My only real problem with cards like this
you have other really good 4-drops too, though. So.
You have other good 4-drops, and when you are like it's on opponent's attack, it's very easy to work around this card. You just attack, like you have one character on board, you swing, and then at least early, because you're most likely only have a card. You swing with your one character first, and then leader, and then this card useless.
See, like I would so much rather be playing the East Blue card that untaps to the end of your turn, an example.
Yeah, that card's sweet.
There's so much stuff that I'd play over this.
There's literally so many cards you can run instead of this in green now.
Speaking of cards that are absolute trash, Tom, 3 cost 4K, Fishman Water 7, counter plus 1000. Main, you may trash this character. If your leader is Water 7 type, add 1 Dawn for your Dawn deck, set it as rested. So you can sack this card to get a rested Dawn in Iceberg, the already trash deck. So they gave Iceberg the worst ramp card printed.
I mean...
Other than the one they gave Magellan. Fucking, what is it, Venom Road?
Yeah, the 3 cost event.
Yes. Nope, this is active. This is better.
Oh, is it really?
Yep, this is active. It's better than Tom.
Oh man.
So yeah, they gave the worst purple deck, in my opinion, the worst ramp card.
It's whatever. It's like, I don't care.
And it sucks too, because Iceberg actually got some cool support. This one isn't trash from hand also, right? Only the field. This trashes itself from the field. But honestly, I'd rather just play Jack and trash one from hand. And have a 4K body. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's my only thing is like setting up, like being able to do this turn 2 and then do your Iceberg play and then turn after, get your Dawn back. It's like you can set your turn up later, I guess.
Doesn't matter.
It's like, who cares?
The card is too bad.
It's wish it was at least a
I
5K.
don't see it at all. I really
You'd be
don't.
like 5K swing, trash it, set up for next turn. I
mean,
guess.
yeah,
But
if
even
it was
then,
on, no, if it was a 3-drop 5K with an effect, sure, because then it's just it's the same as a vanilla, but you have an alternate effect. But then
yeah.
then we're breaking the curve.
I don't know if I care.
Yeah, I just
Break the curve.
no, I just let Tom go. We'll just put him to rest.
Ugh, sadness. All right, next card is Ippon Matsu. Ippon Matsu? Whatever.
Matsu.
Blue character.
Ah.
Matsu. Atsu, yeah. 2 costs, 1K. It's going to be an East Blue character with counter 1000. On play, up to one of your characters with the slash attribute gain +3 power this turn. Then trash 1 card from the top of your deck.
So here's the thing. I actually think this card is goated.
What?
No joke. This card is so good because it mills one. It does not have a first effect.
I don't care.
It has
really
a second effect where
It's
you
mill
overheat
one.
this back to your hand over and over again. Use F this to your hand and you
Nami.
mill one. Yeah.
It's literally only the mill.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, is it conditional off the first effect? Like, do you need to give it? And this is because it's the if then, right?
No,
Up to one of your characters.
it's not if.
It's not if.
No,
yeah,
because
right.
up to one of your characters with the slash attribute, then trash one card. No, this is not.
Oh yeah, no, you resolve the effect as much as you can. So
Yeah.
never mind.
You're
it's
super.
not if then.
Yeah, exactly. You're
If
super
it if,
fine.
then- Yeah, we're fine. So yeah, you can really just play it for 2, mill 1, and it's fine, I guess.
And then you overheat it to your hand, you zap it to your hand, you air Vesper Fist it to your hand, like you do all that stuff, and then you just mill. And that's why I think this card is great. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yo,
It's
so
fine.
actually, fun fact, I was playing Nami a lot today, and it loses to Katakuri really hard in set 3. Sadness. It can't handle the
Yeah.
yellow smoke. But I
Nope.
secretly think that Nami is like the goated deck of set 4. Like, we keep talking about all this new stuff.
Yeah,
and we keep
it
talking
could-
about, like, there's all this
it
really
could be
cool stuff.
good.
But Nami, just out of nowhere, I think it's suddenly amazing with the 6-drop
I think the
removal event
more
and this
popular
card.
green. I think also the more popular green becomes, I think blue also just gets better.
Well, I think the
because-
meta becomes way slower, too.
That's my point. And the thing is that with green being so conditional what your opponent's doing and stuff and controlling the board, Nami doesn't have a board to care about. It's like it really does not care.
Well, the only thing is, if like I
Like,
play
if you're
this and
playing
they sugar
Kaya-
it, I could never like overheat my cards back. That's the argument.
Yeah, like that's literally it. And who cares? Like,
Care a little.
no, oh no, it's over. Yeah, no, it's-
Overheat.
you're an idiot. No, but no, seriously, it's so fine. I think the more we get towards set 4, I think Nami actually has a really strong place in the meta, depending on how things go. And it's I honestly think that as of now that because greens will get so much more powerful, I think Nami's gonna get more powerful, and I think there's a good chance that Nami becomes like best deck.
Yeah, she does, and she gets stuff from this set, Green Saber. Yeah, she gets.
Yeah, we're
she gets
getting-
this.
Oh, we're getting into it. Don't worry about that.
All
We're
right.
gonna get into that
I
soon.
love this
sure.
card. Lao G. 4 cost 5K, Don Quixote's power, it's counter plus 1000. End of your turn, if you have 3 or more active Don, KO to one of your opponent's rested characters of 3 or less. That's so sweet.
I
KOing
love
a 3
this
or less
card.
literally every single turn is so epic.
I really, really, really like this card because in combination with the next card we'll talk in a minute, this card will pop off. Is it next card? No, it's not. It's like 3 cards down.
Oh,
But,
apparently I accidentally have 2 low Gs. It's a while, but honestly, even without
it's a
another
while,
way to
but-
untap your cards, even without that, just leave one.
Yeah, you leave
up.
one Don open
and you're KOing
on top
with
with
3.
leader effect, and you're KOing a 3 cost or less that's rested every
Yeah,
turn.
That's really
Its
good.
stats are totally fine. It has a counter stat. Like this card is actually kind of great. My
Yeah.
only complaint about this card is that 3 cost cards are becoming less and less relevant coming into set 4. So
Well,
it
I
makes this card sad.
see,
but it's
but
fine.
That's easy to say, but actually in the Doflamingo mirror, there's a lot of really relevant stuff that's 3 or less.
True.
And
Sugar.
Vivi is going to be Duck Tribal. I'm calling it right here, right now. And then you dump on Vivi, right?
I mean, yeah, I get this card is gonna have a huge place in meta. It's a very much a Zoro killer card too. Like this card just destroys
See,
that.
the
deck.
thing is, decks need to be running aggro hate, or else they will just get cheesed by aggro. Because no matter how much aggro
Yeah.
hate you run, aggro will still exist. People will still be doing it. Period.
Yep. Now imagine
The
having
Eddie
2 of these on
Webbers
board
of the
too.
world will still be running mono red burn.
Really, if 2 of these on board, it's like, oh yeah, I leave 3 up, I kill 2 cards, get
Yeah.
just deponed. It's like
If
oh,
you're running this in Isho in Fujitora,
oh, you can cost
you
reduce, can't you?
you have cost reduction, yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome. I
and
didn't
you have
think about
cost
that.
reduction on your leader.
Yep,
Yeah,
on the leader. Was
so-
it -3?
-1, but to your
Oh.
opponent's entire board.
Okay, that's still minus. Yeah, that'd be OP if it was -3 because then it's like,
yeah.
oh, 6 drops are now dead forever.
Yeah.
I'd actually be like, yep, playing Isho forever later.
I love this card. Not even kidding. I think this card is goated.
This card is sweet. Was it my turn? I
It's,
forgot.
it's your turn. Yeah.
King.
It has to
It's
be
a
your turn
blue
because I'm reading the next card.
blue character, cost 7, power 8,000 slash. Animal Kingdom Pirates counter. It's counter +1, and its on play is draw 1 card. 7 drop AK draw 1. Like,
That's really solid. You know
you
what I
really
like this
can't
in a lot?
complain.
Nami.
Everything? Oh, true. And Nami is
Because
also
you get
sweet.
this huge body that can actually threaten your opponent's huge bodies, right?
Yep,
Like you can
yep.
threaten the aces, you can threaten the 7-drop big moms of the world. And its on play is just draw 1. So,
So you
like,
don't through deck 1 card. Yeah.
yeah, running this at like 2 of and playing it on curve, if you hit it on curve, is actually kind of savage.
Literally one. It's literally at worst a counter stat. Like it's just a
Yeah,
card, anyhow.
exactly.
Like it's so.
At worst, you just got
counter
a
stat-
gavel. Like,
Yeah, like it's such a good card out of its own. Who knows if it's gonna see play or not? But I like it. Like who cares?
I like it a lot. I do
It's
think
sweet
it'll
as
see
hell.
play. I'm not sold it'll see play in Nami. It's just my gut, like where I'm thinking.
That's because your brain's
Oh,
too much.
bro,
in Nami 'cause you're
playgrounds and
dumb.
Ice Oni. I don't. I actually.
Yo,
I've,
we need to talk about
I've
that
come up
soon.
with the super spice for that deck. Like
Alright,
you have
you-
no idea. We'll get there. We'll get there.
It's your
We'll
turn.
fucking get
Go
there.
for it.
Yes, but first we have far more important things to discuss. You see. Look at him. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's a red Karoo. Oh god, it says animal / Alabasta Kingdom. All right, we're not gonna worry about it right now. The English will be different. All right, 1 drop 2K, counter +1000, animal / Alabasta Kingdom. Main, you may rest this card. Attach up to 1 Rested Dawn to each of your Alabasta Kingdom type characters. If I can be real with you guys, I actually don't like this card that much.
Yeah, it's like so mediocre.
It is. It really is.
But it's true, so you know.
It is
cool
a
player
duck.
points.
It can be played
Ducks are
off of
sweet.
the chopper, which we'll get to.
Yep.
The thing is that I also I
fine,
think the
Yes.
way I envision VV decks is there's going to be a lot of targets to swing into. So I don't know how much I care that they can swing into this, right? Because like
I mean-
they're going to be swinging into the card that is the equivalent of Bonnie, right? They're going to be
Yep.
swinging into my attackers. If they swing into this, it's kind of fine.
Another thing too is that I mean, like tout a lot of the starter deck Nami in potentially in VV decks with
Yeah.
that card be able to attach Rested Dawn. It just does it. Like if you have 2 of these on board, you can attach 2 Rested like Dawn onto stuff like in the late game. That can be kind of good.
It can be very relevant.
It can
yeah.
be relevant.
See, the thing
it's
is,
fine.
especially if you're late game and you have a really wide board, you drop this late for 1 or 2
Yes.
Dawn after you played like a bunch of other stuff, right? And then you rest 2 of them, you get a huge boon for your end game. That definitely
Yeah.
is a thing.
Yeah,
So,
that's kind of sweet.
I honestly
mean,
only see it as like a 1 or 2 of. Like I don't see it making a huge
it's
cut.
not
if
gonna be
even,
that good.
If even,
I-
but
it's fine. Like I don't
I
even know
want
if
it
you
to
this
be good.
ball.
well,
It's very pretty.
listen, I'm gonna be figuring it out, so don't worry. Because you know the rule: Duck Tribal's got to run 4 of all the ducks. So
Yep. True.
go for it, Ant.
All right, next turn. Next one is Dellinger, another green character. This is the one I was talking about before.
Yeah.
Cost 3, power 4, strike card. Don Quixote Pirates, counter +1, and at the end of your turn, set up one of your Dawn as active. So with Dellinger and the Lauji, with combination of that and your leader being able to untap 2, you have 3 untapped at the end of your turn, every single turn, and then be able to kill the Lauji, have more Dawn for
is-
your events. All that stuff is really, really good.
This is really good art for sure. I'm definitely with you.
I also like the art.
the
I
art
like
is
this card a lot.
fantastic.
This card's sweet.
Yeah, no, this card is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, dang, you got a lot of stuff going on over there, huh?
Dude,
You're
I live in New
the
York.
city.
I've been
Yeah,
I've been ignoring it, but I don't know what the hell's
time
going
to
on.
soundproof that apartment.
Yeah, seriously, what the hell?
Another thing about this card is we were talking about how like 3 drops and less aren't really that relevant anymore. Well, here you go right now. This card is absolutely insane. It's gonna be run in every Doflamingo deck. Honestly, I could see it getting run in other green decks just because the card is
yeah.
really good. So
I love
they're
this card.
definitely gonna be really good, valuable targets that stuff like Lauji can hit.
I still think this card. I think the card's gonna be a 4 of in Doki decks. This card's so sweet.
Yes, this card is fantastic. Rabiat.
I love it.
2 drop 3K, Big Mom Pirates / Homies, counter +1000, trigger play this card. So I hate these cards, the 2 drop 3Ks, but this is my favorite one. Look at him. Look at him.
The thing I like about this though is that it's a homie, and that the homie support in this set is actually kind of sweet.
It's
like
fine.
I
it's
like it
so
a lot. I
mediocre.
saw it, I was like, yes. Homies are actually one of my favorite card types in One Piece. I love homies.
I
like,
just love this
Big Mom's
art.
fruit. Big Mom's fruit is one of my favorite fruits, if not favorite
It's
fruit,
good.
because It's the art design that Oda made for all the homies is gorgeous, like very cartoonish, very sunshine happy, but they're actually all like they're going to kill you. So I really love homies in general, and they're called homies, like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, for sure.
This card is like so mediocre, but God, its art's great. I
Yeah.
love it. I just love. I
It
love
just
homies.
makes me
Homies are
happy.
sweet.
Randolph
I'm a big
Boss
fan.
Monster. Yeah, I do love Randolph.
All right, Charlotte Moscato. I can't say words.
Moscato.
It's a yellow character. Yeah, whatever. Yellow character. 3 cost 4K slash character. Big Mom Pirates. Counter plus. I'm gonna kill who's outside. I swear to God. Valentine's 1. This game's banished, and its trigger is trash 1 for hand to play the card. So very standard trigger for the
For yellow.
for Charlotte cards and yeah for yellow. But the fact that this card gets banished for 1 Dawn is pretty sweet.
I don't know. I honestly kind of
My
hate this
big
card.
complaint is it's a 4K. That's really annoying.
I feel like finding space in yellow decks is really hard. Yellow is so good.
Yeah, it's so hard.
And I
because
can't see
everything's
cutting
good.
cutting any of the set 3 yellow cards for this card, let alone the
Yeah,
set 4 stuff.
like Cracker,
yeah,
Charlotte
banish.
Dustro,
It's
like,
too weak of a card. Where I really see this card potentially flourishing is, funnily enough, in Arlong.
Oh yeah, I forgot Arlong's a thing.
But even then, at this point, we've gotten such good yellow triggers to play off Arlong. I don't even think we need it in Arlong.
I'm gonna kill this outside. No, yeah. The thing is, even then, like this trigger is like, it's so meh. But
Yeah.
I like it. I wish it was just like slightly bigger. Like if it was like a 5-drop 6K with the
Then
same
it's kind
everything,
of nuts, honestly.
then it's like broken. Or maybe like
Yeah.
discard 2 to do it. I'd still think it's awesome. Like
No,
this
discard
card would be
2 wouldn't
sweet.
worth it.
I
You're
would.
just not
I'd
on the
be.
wave.
It's just
It really should have been a 4-drop 5K.
yeah.
Next
4-drop
card is
5K
pretty
is
cracked.
very
Well,
sweet.
I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah.
Destructive Sword of Thunder. 4-cost Dressrosa event. Main. Choose up to one of your opponent's cost 4 lower characters and KO that character. If your trash has at least 15 cards, choose a cost 6 or lower character instead. Trigger, you may rest your leader. KO up to one of your opponent's cost 5 or lower characters. This card is pretty damn good.
It's pretty good.
I think the thing about this card for me is that black doesn't really need event-based removal. It has so
No,
much
it really
creature-based
doesn't.
removal. Now, having
I mean-
said that, this card hits so much stuff, though. Especially in
does.
black.
But I honestly, I'm gonna be real. I don't think this card's that great. I mean,
I
it's.
think you want it like 1 or 2.
I think it's 1 or 2 of. And
I'm like
I think
2 of. I think it can really, because it can really save you in a pinch. It can hit some very high priority cards.
Yeah, but my big complaint about this card is that the fact that it costs like resting your leader like the other ones, it now conflicts with
It
those other
only
cards.
costs resting your leader if it's the trigger. The main does not.
True. Yeah, but the trigger is gonna be like if your leader's already rested based on effect, which most likely
Then
it
you
will
don't get the
be,
trigger. I mean,
the trigger just doesn't go off, which is a
that's
little annoying
fine.
to me.
I think that's fine. This guy lasts 10 seconds in the
fine.
body. Yeah, right. I think a big part of this is so much of the Dressrosa support negs by 4, meaning this plus the neg 4 hits every card
True.
in the game. And
True.
that's definitely pretty relevant. But again,
Yeah, that's true.
even still,
I
I'm
don't
very,
know.
I'm
It's
very
like a
solidly with this card at like 2.
yeah. I love this card too. I think
it's-
anything more than that,
I
I'm
think it's
like,
an auto 2 of in my Rebecca decks. If
Yeah.
for all I know, I'll test it and be like, oh, this is like the best card in the game, and I'm stupid for not having 4 of it.
I
in
mean,
here.
it's like the same.
But I don't think this is the next Jet Pistol.
No, let's say that. It's like almost the same as Jet Pistol, but it's like kind of worse because Jet Pistol kills power 6 or less, where that can be a lot of no, that kills a lot of 5-drops. This won't kill 5-drops 9 times out of 10 unless you have a cost reduction.
Hitting
so-
because it hits 6 or less if you have 15 or more cards in your drop. Which
Yeah,
is
but then
really easy to get.
you have to get there.
But see, that's
just-
why
it-
I'm saying 2,
it's
because you
conditional.
don't want to see it early, right? You want to see
no,
it towards the
you want
end.
to see it mid to late. Yeah,
And that's why
it's
I'm
fine.
thinking 2, because you don't want to get flooded with this card.
I mean, another thing too about Jet Pistol versus that, it's like Jet Pistol is its trigger effect will always happen. It's always good. This is like conditional. It's like it's whatever.
Jet
It's
Pistol
a good
trigger
2
is
of.
Definitely not always good. 6K power is
Nah.
not like always a
It's a
thing.
lot of cards. All right, whatever. Iceberg. It is a purple character, of course. 1 cost, 0 wisdom, water 7, and what's that? GC? Oh, Galley Company.
Yeah.
Counter +1, Galila, yeah. Opponent's attack, dominance 1 of your leaders. Water 7 type. This character gains blocker.
This card was
That's
so
pretty
good,
cool.
so close to being busted. If it didn't require a Water 7, I think I just accidentally clicked on the sim, so that might open in a second. If this card didn't require a
Nice.
Water 7 leader, imagine this in Purple Yellow Crocodile. It's a 1-cost blocker,
Oh,
and you
you
get the
untap your-
Dawn right back
Yeah.
to active.
That'd be cool.
And,
Too bad it's not.
and
for
instead they
space.
were like, yo, you know what needs more support? Iceberg. Like,
Iceberg needs it. We need Iceberg support. That, and it's really sad because like Iceberg does need support because that needs to get.
it's just
soon.
not. It's not there.
It's
Yep,
honestly.
there's the
There it
sin.
goes. Like Iceberg is actually the reason why I'm scared for leaders that can't attack, except for Rebecca. But like VB or whatever, even Rebecca, I guess. Leaders that can't attack make me very scared because of how bad Iceberg is. Like that makes me kind of scared.
I don't know.
of
I think
how bad
that
it's gonna be.
Iceberg. I think that it's honestly just that Iceberg doesn't do enough attacking or not. Like it starts to.
I don't
The
know.
argument is it cheats cool things into play like right off the rip, but honestly that doesn't matter. Like it gets a little bit of early game tempo, but then the other decks it's going up against are like, oh, I play 10-drop Big Bomb or Ace, where it's like, oh, I remove every card in your deck, or Whitebeard,
Yeah.
where it's like, congrats on your early tempo, swing into me, please, daddy. Like I don't fucking, you know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, it's
So
fine.
I think
It's
I
whatever.
think Iceberg's problem, well, not being able to attack is big. Don't get me wrong. I think his
Mhm.
problem is much more that his archetypes concept it just isn't that strong with what's been presented to us.
Yeah, the support for Iceberg itself isn't good enough to support.
But what they're giving us is ancillary support. What Iceberg really needs is better bombs that get played off Iceberg later,
Yes.
and that's not what we're seeing.
That's what it, like Iceberg necessarily like super need. It's the support to if I'm not talking about my leader, you better be doing something amazing.
Yeah,
Being able
and
to play
Iceberg's not
big,
there.
yeah, Iceberg. All the Iceberg character cards that we've gotten are just kind of shit. Like they're bad. It's unfortunate. It is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know, it is what it is.
let's see.
Neat though.
So we've got Heavenly Fire. I love the art on this card.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
Pretty
4
pretty.
Emperors / Big Mom Pirates. It costs 1. Main, add up to one of your opponent's cost 3 or less characters to the top or bottom of your opponent's life face up. Trigger, you may add 1 card from your hand to the top or bottom of your life. Place up to 1 card from your hand on top of your life. So I like the trigger a lot. The main,
Trigger's sweet.
I think it's very meta dependent how much you run this card. I think it's going to be like a
Yeah.
2 of, but it only
I
affects
don't even
your
know.
it only affects your opponent. You mean the manga panel? Yeah. It only affects your opponent and you're giving
Yeah.
them a life. But the thing is, I don't mind giving like a Zoro deck a life, right? To stop a
that's-
Makino, to stop a
That's not a big deal, but I still like it. Really, again, it really depends on how
it's
relevant
super meta dependent.
Zoro is. Yeah, it's very meta dependent. But I can't imagine this scene play over the 2-drop yellow event. It's like, oh, I take a life, get rid of it, and it costs 5 or less. Like that's like so much better.
I think that this is really good anytime Biddy aggro is relevant. That's better anytime anything else is relevant, right? So
Yeah, I don't know. This is very, very, very dependent. If there was a sideboard for this game, this card would be sweet. But
hey,
There
let's
isn't,
be
but here
happy
we are.
that there isn't, frankly.
yeah, to be honest, probably yeah.
All right, tell us about it, man.
Next. All right. Why do I get all the
Nice,
hard names? I get all the
Shinjo?
Shinjao. I think yeah.
Why don't you
Shinjao.
just know how to
Yeah.
speak?
Dude, these are hard names. Alright, Shinjao is a black character, 5 cost 6k, Dressrosa and a Hapo Navy. And then or Ho? Counter, I can't with this nonsense. Counter +1. I was it doesn't matter. Counter +1. Donna times 1. When the opponent's character battling this one is KO'd, draw 2 cards and trash 2. So you kill something with this card, you draw 2 trash 2. Meh.
So, fun
Whatever.
fact, I actually think this card is great. English,
Really?
motherfucker, do you speak it? Yeah, I got 2 words for you. Corrida Coliseum.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
it lets you immediately get the draw 2 trash 2, which is
True, I guess.
filling your graveyard for Rebecca.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I do
think this card might
high-key
be-
love this card, sincerely. It's just that Rebecca's support is so cracked that it's like,
Yeah.
do you even use it, right?
The thing is, this card might be one of those cards that may be a necessary evil for just Rosa decks because being able to get to 15 in drop is just so important, and be able to do that is good. Like a 5-drop 6K is also not bad stats. It has counter stat. Like this card is fine. Like whatever. But this is not the card's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm so hyped to play just Rosa Rebecca. Like this is not
No,
it.
for
This
sure,
is not the
for sure.
reason.
And you have Sabo for hand fixing. Rebecca in herself is hand fixing. So like, I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised if this card doesn't get run at all. If it does get run, it's probably only a 2 of, in my opinion.
At most, I can't imagine it does, but it's cool. Like it's fine.
Haha! I get the cool boy. Ice Oni. 8 drop,
Yeah, see-
0 power.
God damn it. Look at sidebar for a second. He's gotten every easy name, and I gotten every single hard one.
And then
like,
I've told you
in a
how to
row.
pronounce every single hard name.
My
so,
point
you know.
is- my point is, I hate my luck. It's fine. Go ahead. This card
Um,
is sweet. Go ahead.
so 8 cost 0k, Plague/Animal Kingdom Pirates, counter plus 1000. Your turn at the end of the battle against opponent's 5 cost or lower character. Place that character at the bottom of its owner's deck. That's so cool. What a nifty,
card is
nifty
cool.
effect.
Very, very nifty.
It's not worth playing for 8. We'll get there.
Nope. Super not.
We'll get there.
But it's
We'll
cool.
come back to this.
We'll
card.
get there. We'll get there. This card is super like great though.
Oh man, you're right. This card is really hard to pronounce.
I knew you. I knew it. I knew you're.
God, what a difficult
Miar Star,
name.
Mr. Tyler, or Mr. 13, Miss Friday. Sorry. Purple character, 3 cost, 1000 wisdom, animal, and Baroque works. It's a 2k counter, which is awesome. Main, you make trash this character and 1 character containing the Baroque work type. Add 1 Dawn for the Dawn deck set as active, and its trigger is just play this card. Whatever. It's a 2k counter.
So it's a searchable 2k counter that is ramp if you really need it. I expect it to be far more often a 2k counter, but imagine you just played your searcher and then getting rid of the searcher and playing this to ramp gets you to the like 8-drop crocodile the next turn. You know what I mean? This is like exactly what I want a 2k counter to be, where it's very, very situationally good.
Like
and the rest of the time it's just a 2k counter.
Yeah, this card can be the reason why you win.
This
too.
is
like,
a Yu-Gi-Oh effect.
Like you literally can give you that 1 extra Dawn if you play this card and then trash it. And using its effect, like giving you the ability to get to that 1 extra Dawn to go over game too. Like this card, it can be relevant for sure. But 2k counter, like that will permanently be its use. I promise. It's cool though.
All right, this card is called Sheep's House. I don't know why. I definitely thought this is like Mother Carmel. You know,
it should be.
This is they're calling it Sheep's House.
That's stupid. Okay, whatever.
So anyway.
Dumb.
2-drop 1k counter plus 1000. Your turn on play, draw 1 card. Trigger, play this card, then character one of your opponents cost 2 or less characters. I think this card is good in metas that we don't have yet.
Yeah.
When we get because we have cards in decks that want you like this, for example, that want you to sack cards from board. We just don't have that for yellow right now. And I think if we get that for yellow, this could be a really good card. But for now,
it's
pay to draw a card isn't anything special for a 1k body. Like I don't really.
Yeah, it's like who cares? Like I mean, I guess as like a turn 1 player, you're like a turn 2 player. Like in yellow decks, 9 times out of 10, your turn 1 play is playing.
But pudding is so much better.
Pudding. Yeah, no, pudding is better. But I'm saying it's usually pudding. But if you don't have pudding, you're doing essentially nothing.
But that's fine.
Alternate.
Like what?
Like,
but
this
what
card
do
will
cut?
not.
What do you
exactly?
cut?
You don't have yellow is so tight. Is my problem with this card. Like it's,
and it's
so
only gotten
tight.
tighter. Like Anthony's...
Yeah, it only gets tighter. Nice.
Right,
Go ahead.
So anyway, go ahead, Ant. This is your card.
Stussy.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Have we ever like figured out how to pronounce his name yet?
Stussy.
It is confirmed Stussy.
Ooh, yeah, Stussy.
Okay, Stussy. Black character.
I like Stussy, but
I like Stussy. That's funnier. But it's a 2 cost 3k CP 0 card, which I think is our first CP 0 card, right?
Yes.
So
however,
cool.
all of the other CP support does say CP, not CP9, so that's fun.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
On play, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Play up to 1 2 cost or lower character that contains the CP type other than Stussy, then trash the rest. So the thing is, I actually like this card a lot. My problem with it is I have a couple. One, it doesn't have a counter stat. Not that matters in black.
No, I think that's a huge problem personally.
The thing about black is that 9 times out of 10 you can discard this card and it won't matter. But its on play effect will probably whiff like 90% of the time. Like there are like literally no other 2 cost. Like, is there even another 2 cost CP card in the game right now? Like,
yes, there is.
There is. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a Spandam. There's one. Let me think about that.
There's a vanilla. Spandam vanilla.
Great.
And Wanze.
And Wanze, which almost nobody runs.
Yeah, so it literally grabs. Now wait, does it say card or character?
Character.
Okay, so yeah.
I think
Spandam, Wanze, and Jerry.
I think this is a card that will be really, really good in the future if they give it a little bit more support. Like this is potentially really, really good. But as of right now, this card's kind of ass.
Doesn't really do enough for you.
Yeah, which sucks because its art's gorgeous. I also
don't think it'd be terrible if it didn't say other than Stussy, right? Because then it'd be busted to just go Stussy to Stussy, but we'd get this cool aggro deck where you run for the vanilla, where you run for Wanze, where you run for Stussy, where you run for Spandam, and you can actually like do stuff with it.
I don't know. It's just I feel like this card's so out of place. It makes zero sense why it was printed. It makes no
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
So weird, but I love it. It's so
Unless
cool.
you're just
But it's
using
so
it to
bad.
pay 2 and mill 3, but
Yeah, this card is just pretty trash, which makes me sad because I love this art. It's so cool. But no, they had to go ahead and ruin
they
it.
filled the set with a lot of draw effects. That's true. A lot of deck filtering.
Yeah.
Diablo Jambe Ju Shoot.
All right, his first hard one to pronounce.
Ju.
Jus. I think it's a jus, like a French jus.
Yes, Ju.
Yeah.
I love this art. Sanji
gorgeous.
kicking Luffy right in the face. Yellow event costs 3. It has Vinsmoke family as typing, which is cool. Counter
really
up to one of your leaders. Well, a lot of the Sanjis here have Vinsmoke family. Fun fact: up to one of your leaders or characters gain plus 6,000 for the battle. Then, if your opponent's total life is 4 or less, KO up to one of your opponent's characters of cost 2 or less. Trigger, draw 1 card. This card is bananas bad. I just fucking clicked on this stupid sim again.
It's weird. We got like 5 bad cards in a row.
Purple
It's
Yellow
so
Croc
wild.
is definitely where it's at. Agreed. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And I'm a big fan of a lot of the cards that it's put out.
Why does it cost 2 or lower? It's so
Yeah, so this hits randomly bad cards in come set 4. 3-drop 6Ks are notoriously bad because it's just too much of a dawn commitment. Your opponent sees them coming a mile away. The alternate effect on this one just isn't there. And especially in yellow, where you have a 2-drop plus 5K counter, why the fuck would you play this, right?
Yeah, pretty bad. I hate this card.
So, yeah, this card is trash. Moving on.
Yep.
And trigger draw one card is also fucking nothing.
Yeah, it's super meh. Tonoyasu. It's a 2-cost 3K Wano country
2-cost
card.
2K.
No,
It's mistranslated, but this is a 2-cost 2K.
It's a 2-cost 2K, and the thing I'm reading it is a 2-cost 3K. But it is a counter +1. Wow, that's really weird they did that. But main, you may trash this character up to one of your leaders or characters with the Wild Country type game plus 2,000 for this turn.
I'm immediately brought to the ace, or not the ace, the Kinemon that can swing twice.
True.
With this card, but
You-
honestly,
the thing is,
I
not
don't
even
think
then,
I care.
the fact that it trashes itself, which means you're not doing it more than once, and even then, like attaching to Dawn is better than dropping a card from hand and doing this.
Well, the concept would be you stifle it, right? You play this. You
No,
play
yeah,
this in
but,
Kinemon, and then next turn when you're going to swing with Kinemon, you sack this. But that's
you know
just
what my
not good.
biggest?
That's just not
No,
strong.
it's not good. You know what my biggest problem with this card is?
What?
There's no trigger effect, and it's yellow. It's like, I mean, not
No,
every
you know
yellow
what
card
my
needs a
you know
trigger
what my
effect.
biggest problem
It's
with this
like,
card is?
but this card is like ass.
You want to know what my biggest problem with this card is? And it's big.
Go ahead.
Makino exists.
So?
So
Oh
why the
yeah, why?
fuck?
Why is this? Right. This card should not exist. I mean,
Yeah.
the fact that it trashes itself too. Like if it was just rest itself, it's like okay, I can kind of see it. Like, cause you can just go, I pump the Kinemon like twice between 2 turns. I think this card is actually what it is that they learned from Makino and they saw Makino be stupid. It's like we can't print this again, but we like this effect, so we just gotta print it again. So
And
stupid.
then they made it trash.
And they made it garbage. This card is terrible.
I love this card. So fun fact, the name of this card is Happiness Punch, but the translator originally translated it as Happiness Panties. And
Yeah,
then
I saw
someone
that. That was weird.
called him out and was like, yo, you mistranslated this? And he sent back like a smiling emoji like, you know. And I was like, that's so funny. So Happiness Punch costs
That is
1.
great.
Alabasta Kingdom / Straw Hat Crew. Really cool typings. Counter, give up to one of your opponent's leaders or characters -2 power for the turn. Then if your leader is active, give up to one of your opponent's leaders or characters -1,000 power for the turn. Now, in VV decks, which is obviously where this card is meant, you don't really rest your leader for any effects. You neg your leader's power. So this is kind of guard point, except it affects your opponent's cards instead, which is significantly stronger. It also could give us a viable way to use Red Hawk. Because this plus Red Hawk KOs 7k or less, and that's a huge difference.
That's kind of sweet. I kind of saw this card. I thought this is kind of mid, but that's kind of cool.
I
like
think that this card's pretty sweet. I do think it will see play. I don't think it's a staple. It's one of those things where, like, there are people who will really like this tech.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's just an auto-include. I do think it is an auto-include in VV specifically if untapping becomes really big in the meta. Like, if Kid becomes suddenly magnificent. If this stupid Kinemon OTK deck, like the Luffy deck, the Luffy Yamato, no, not Yamato, the Luffy in Rebecca that untaps itself, like if that's like huge, this card could see a lot of play.
Yeah.
He has not the smile tag.
I'm talking about Tonoyasu, and no, he doesn't,
No, he does not have the smile tag.
which is insane, but whatever.
Yeah, that is interesting. I guess I hadn't really considered that.
Me neither. But here we are.
Yep. Right.
All right, page 1.
This is my
Is a
favorite
blue
page one we've gotten
character
so far in
cost-
terms of art.
It's in terms of art, it's gorgeous. 4-drop 6K Animal Kingdom Pirates. It does not have a counter stat, but Dawn times 1 once per turn. When one of your events activate, draw 1 card, then place 1 card at the bottom of your deck from your hand. It's a filter effect if you play an event, and there's 1 Dawn attached.
I kind
and
of
there's no
like
counter
it
stat.
in Blue Purple
It's like-
Croc because it
in
is
Blue Purple Croc,
it
it's
is
like-
either player's turn.
Yeah, in
So
Blue
it
Purple Croc,
turns
it's like
Blue Purple Croc
fine.
into draw 2, put 1 to bottom, and that's really good.
Yeah.
Combo with
Meh.
ulti. You can also play it in your Blue Purple decks with ulti, which is not bad.
I do love the fact that it's stats for 4-drop 6K, but it means you can't have a counter stat, but still, that's good stats.
Yeah, 4-drop
Um,
6K is very powerful stats.
Yeah. It's fine. Like, I like it. I wish it didn't have Dawn 1 times 1 to activate this effect, but it is. I feel like you can't not have that.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's pretty good. I like it.
Chukka, red character, 3 cost 5K, no counter stat, normal curve for 3 cost 5. Dawn times 1 when attacking. If your leader is Vivi, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 3,000 power for the turn, then KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 0 power or less. So I believe that it is possible, don't quote me on this, I believe the secondary effect, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 0 power or less, I believe that happens even if your leader is not Vivi.
Oh,
Because they are
don't know.
2 separate sentences. I am not certain. I would
Oh.
need we need an
this is
official
if then.
ruling on that.
Isn't this if then? If your
That's-
leader is Vivi,
That's a Dragon
then-
Ball ruling. We have no rulings.
Oh, is that
we
not
ha-
One Piece ruling?
We have no precedent for it in One Piece.
Oh, here we are.
It
This
is
the precedent.
very possible that because it says if your leader is Vivi, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power for the turn. Period. Then KO up to one of your opponent's characters with power 0 or less. Every precedent we have seen in other Bandai games would suggest that those 2 effects will not work together unless it only works in Vivi. It could not work it could work in other things though. However, you would never use it in anything else, so it doesn't matter, right? Like that's just bad in
Yeah.
anything else. But I think
Who
it's
cares?
pretty fucking good in Vivi because it's
It's
power
great in Vivi.
reduction.
Oh, it's great. in
It's
Vivi.
power reduction and potential KO. It's like
Yeah.
worse than it because wait, is Robin 3K or 4K? No, Robin's 3K. So
Robin's-
this is just better Robin in
No,
Vivi.
Robin's 4K, dude.
No, because Robin doesn't KO Robin. Robin's 3K. No, meaning
Robin-
it KOs 3K.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So this is just better Robin in Vivi. That's all that this is. And I love that.
Um,
and
yeah,
it's
this card's
only
cool.
in Vivi, which I really enjoy.
Yep, this card's cool. I
Go
like it a
for
lot.
Anthony. Tell us about
Oh,
this
wow.
card.
It's doesn't even say his name. Are you kidding?
It's Randolph.
Oh, okay. Randolph. 5-drop 7K counter stat, Big Mom Pirate, and it's a homie. Did not know that. That's cool. That's it.
So this card's actually really cool because the Big Mom Pirates decks have been using the Yamato vanilla a lot. And
Yeah,
now they've
now
got
they-
one in their tribe. And
Yep,
that's like
they had a
that's
reason
cool.
Yeah, there's a reason to run this over also. The Yamato one because of the homie support. So
And Pudding
this-
can grab
that's-
it.
and Pudding can grab it. That's huge.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's
It's
neat.
it's
I was
just
like,
nifty.
it's nifty, very nifty. Definitely not bad.
I love this. Boom!
Yeah.
It's a 1-drop 3K Sanji Vanilla. The reason that this card is really cool is if you put this next to the Mr. 2 card, they're kicking at each other.
Oh yeah, that.
yeah.
I didn't
So
notice that. That's
the
cool.
the art overlaps each other, which is
That's cool.
really epic. Aw, damn it. Anthony gets a cool one. I want all the cool ones.
Plague shut. Oh, here we are. All right, blue event. We're going to talk about the Ice Oni again. All right, so cost 2 Animal Kingdom Pirates card. Main, you may trash 1 Ice Oni card from your hand and place 1 character of 4 costs or lower on the bottom of the owner's deck. Play 1 Ice Oni card from your trash. Its trigger activates this card main effect. So for paying 2, you trash an Ice Oni, you play it, and you bottom a 4-cost character to the bottom of the opponent's deck. This card is cool as hell.
Yep.
I love it.
So
Fun intended.
real quick, I want to talk about my secret spice. I threw this to Jag. So if you do watch Stickhead, and if you don't, you should throw him a follow, like I said earlier on Twitch.
For sure.
Where he's obsessed with Blue Purple Croc, and he's been trying to make it work since set 1. I actually think it's going to be goated in set 4, and not because of the crocodile support, because of this. Because what this is not leader specific. So you pay 2 for this card, discard Ice Oni, get rid of one of your opponent's cards, play Ice Oni again, and draw a card. And in this set, you can then run the 5-drop Queen, the 4-drop Queen that searches for this Ice Oni, this Ice Oni, and the 1-drop Blue Searcher to filter. And then you also run the new 8-drop Croc as top end. You can run Mihawk or the 10-drop Kaido if you want. You can run the 7-drop King if you want, which wouldn't be bad. You can run the Baroque Work Searcher as well as multiple different 2Ks. You can run the 6-drop removal spell, which is like the best removal spell in the game. And I think that is actually giving credence to Blue Purple Croc coming into the meta. That really entertains me because it's not even remotely because of Crocodile Sport. It's gonna. I think it'll become good because of the fucking Wano support, and I think that's hilarious.
I just like the Ice Oni, the 8-drop, but you can cheat it out for 2.
So there is one thing I will say. This card is main. You may this is how this card is translated. Main. You may trash one Ice Oni card from your hand and place one character of cost 4 or lower on the bottom of its owner's deck. Implying that the first half is the cost. Then it says play one Ice Oni card from your trash. So that means you need to bottom deck a card in order to play the Ice Oni. And I'm a little scared that the translation, either how it's worded in Japanese or the translation was a little off to the point where it's requiring you to bottom deck one of your own cards. If that is the case, then forget everything I said. But as it reads to me, character refers to a character on the board, not one of your own. It can refer to one of your opponents. And the translation does not imply in any way that it has to be one of your own characters, at least not in my head at the moment. Feel free to correct me in chat if someone knows something that I don't. For the moment, I'm going to assume that this card is goated. But I could easily see that just being a translation error, and this card being nowhere near as broken as we thought it was.
It's still neat though. I still like this card a lot.
Oh, it'd still be cool. Because you just get rid of like your searcher, you throw it to the bottom of the deck, right? Like it's completely fine.
And on turn, the fact you can play this turn 1, get an Ice Oni on turn 1, that's awesome.
If you have it in hand, if you have this Ice Oni in hand,
yeah, that's cool.
What does the Ice Oni do? I'm glad you asked. Ice Oni is an 8-drop 0 plus 1,000, and when it battles an opponent's character after the battle, if the character costs 5 or less, then the character is sent to the bottom of the owner's deck. So this card is actually super good. It's if you play it off of this. So there's my blue purple.
You don't want to play an 8-drop.
So Green Saber goes, I mean, if we watch it, the lore I think is your own characters. I get that it's affecting your own characters as well, and the lore would suggest that it could be your own. It would be your own. It's just that there's nothing on the card that makes me think your own. No current ruling makes me think your own. They use the same wording on other Return Blue events that they printed before. Yeah, that's exactly it. That means it could be used on your own, but it is not required to be used on your own. So you can choose opponents. Exactly. So that's the thing is I don't know Japanese. Unless there was a mistranslation, I have to imagine this can hit your opponent's cards. I just wanted to bring it up as a possibility because I was not sure. Oh, this card is sweet.
I love this.
But yeah, blue purple croc. Blue purple croc with Ice Oni and shit. Weaklings can't choose the way they die. 5 cost.
That's your turn. Damn.
Nope, it's my turn. Nice try. You got fucking Plague Shot.
You're on the wrong. You're on the wrong card though.
No. Oh yeah, I am. Oh god, ew. Thank God you have to deal with Pound. It is 0 attack, yes, because its effect naturally gets rid of something on the board. So it's okay to be 0 attack in theory. Weaklings can't choose the way they die. 7 Warlords of the Sea, Don Quixote Pirates, 5 cost event. Main/counter. So you can use this as main, or you can pay 5 for a fucking counter. Rest up to one of your opponent's leaders or characters. Then KO one of your opponent's rested 6 or lower characters. And then its trigger is set up to 5 of your Dawn as active. This card is fucking sick. It's
cool.
It's got a lot of flexibility, an incredibly powerful effect. And I think it'll be a staple in Doflamingo decks. I think it's like an instant 2 of, if not
instant 2 of.
I really think it won't be more than 2, just because a 5 cost event's a lot, right?
But
I really see it as 2.
This is really cool. The fact you can do it main and you can do a counter, like there's so much flexibility with this card. You'll never have it be doing nothing. Like you can play around it. Like another thing too is like we talked about the 2-drop 4K.
God, this is goated.
The Bellinger. The fact you untap your stuff, like enough of those, and like oh yeah, I have 5 up naturally, like easy peasy. That wasn't even difficult.
I looked ahead to what cards you and I are going to be revealing, and the cards that I'm going to be revealing are fucking perfect.
I hate my life.
I have to reveal those ones, so it's fine.
Oh, I already got it. I understand now. Don't need to say no more.
The fact that it's actually makes it more of a JP. What do you mean JP? What does that mean? Seems
More,
good.
it mean. I have no idea. No idea.
Scary
But yeah, no,
enough
it
stuff.
seems.
But yeah, this card's pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Pretty
it makes
cool.
it seem more of a
Jet
jet
pistol.
pistol. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
got
like a
jet.
jet
It's a
pistol.
jet pistol can be used during your turn or your opponent's. That's kind of insane. When
Yeah,
you
it's
use the
cool.
card, you have to do the Dofi's laugh. Let's go, of course.
All
All right,
Pound.
tell us all about Pound, Anthony, your favorite One Piece character.
He's my least favorite. I hate this.
I know,
Okay,
I
anyways.
fucking hate Pound. He should be dead.
I really, okay, hold on. Pound is a 3-cost, 3 power character. It's a Whole Cake Island character, counter +1, a blocker on KO. Place one of your opponent's 3-cost or lower characters on the top or bottom of your opponent's life face up. And just in the Pound's fashion, this card I hate. And
I actually
hate
don't
this.
mind this card.
I hate it. It's so lame.
Playing a blocker for 3 that also has potential utility can be really relevant, in my opinion.
I hate it. And let me quickly just go on a tangent about why I hate Pound.
Oh my
Pound
god.
as a character was slighted. He's a terrible character. And then
Yeah,
his
you
death
hated
scene,
you hated Pound the entire time you knew him.
The
He was an
entire
awful
time.
character.
he's the worst. And then he like he's a boring. I hate him. And then he has this amazing death scene. It's like, wow, what a great way to go. This character was actually great.
And then he's
on
alive.
and then he's alive on a panel of one of the
Spoiler
front
alert.
covers.
Whoops.
Whatever. Spoiler alert. But I saw that and I was like, you're kidding. Like you literally took everything this character had and took it away. That's like saying Tomoyasu if he's alive. It's like,
Tapped
worst.
mom and then hated by the community. Poor guy.
I literally, I can't. I hate this guy so much. He's the literal
I know.
worst.
If he had died, he'd be great too. Like he'd be an
He's actually,
epic
I
character.
actually
if he had
like
died.
him. I'd be like, yeah, this character's awesome.
He'd have
But
redeemed
no,
all of
no.
his terrible qualities if he was just
he
fucking
really would have.
dead.
He really would have. But no, they literally spat in our face.
Hopefully,
It's
you
like,
anime only
great.
watchers just get to think he's dead and never have to see the cover story.
So wild. So wild.
Okay, this
I
card is
hate it.
fucking sweet.
I love this card so much.
Yeah, Spider's Web. Green event, cost 2, 7 Warlords of the Sea / Don Quixote Pirates. Counter, up to one of your leaders or characters get plus 4,000 power for the battle. Then set up to one of your characters as active. Trigger, up to one of your leaders gets plus 2,000 power for the turn. So,
Oh, wow.
it's a 2-cost Paradise Waterfall
So
in
nice.
Doflamingo, which is really sweet. Like Bone Clay? Dude, if you hate Bone Clay, get out of my fucking chat.
Oh, you're not on the image, by the way.
What?
Oh, wait.
Yes,
you
I
are.
am.
Sorry, I'm looking at the stream. It's slow. My bad.
Oh, gotcha. So anyway, this card has a busted ass trigger and is a Paradise Waterfall on play. Except it costs 2 for 4, which is arguably better. Honestly, get your blocker
is
back up.
better.
This is a really, really good card. Yeah, Green
I
Saber. What are you
love
talking
this
about,
card.
like Bone Clay? Man, if this
This
had
card's
Supernova
awesome.
typing, let's be happy it doesn't, Skirian.
Thank
happy it
God
doesn't.
it doesn't. This card is so sweet, especially in the Dofi deck, because you're having that exactly enough to play this card with your leader if I was it untaps 2 Dawn at the end of the turn. This card is really, really cool. I love it a lot.
man.
Like every single time they make it more events for Dofi, I'm just like, wow, this deck
This
is so great.
cool. Yeah,
Like this is so.
and that's why
so
Doflamingo
good.
is the best deck come this set. Yep.
I
That's it.
honestly think it will. I
It's
think it
up
will be.
there.
All right, Eric. Eric is a 1-cost 2K East Blue counter +1 main. You may rest this character, rest up to one of your opponent's cost 1 or less characters. This card is ass, super bad.
Yeah, this card sucks.
Why? The
Better-
only card the
It
card
is a better
can see this.
waterfall. It's a way better waterfall.
You know, it can be like not good in, but like not the worst thing ever in.
Fujitora.
In Fujitora,
Yep.
exactly. In Fujitora, this can be kind of sweet.
I
You can,
I don't even think you need it though. Is the thing like?
Nope, super don't, but it's sweet. You
Yeah,
super don't
I
need it though,
guess.
but it's sweet
Define
in
the
that
word-
one deck.
Define the word.
Yeah,
sweet.
finally, yeah, I guess I gotta have to. It's nifty in the E show.
I'll give you
in that
nifty.
deck.
I'll give you nifty.
It's very nifty in E show, but even then, it's like, why would I waste any slots on this when I can just do
Kuro?
anything
I don't
else?
see. I don't. Resting a cost 1 card is so fucking irrelevant in my opinion. At least at the moment, unless
Yeah,
the
the reason
meta
why-
really shifts towards 1 cost heavy. Like if Vivi is suddenly
Yeah.
the best deck in the game, because plot twist in case you guys weren't aware, Vivi decks are almost always running 4 starter economies. So if Vivi becomes like high key the best deck in the game, then sure maybe I could see this card. But even then, couldn't you just
Not
fucking
even
like
then.
Nekamamushi it?
Yeah, like you do. Yeah, exactly. This card is so meh. Like, even the reason why I was saying specifically E show is because
You can
black
reduce the
you have
cost.
reduced the cost, so you can make it so it's not just cost 1. You have more options, which
Yeah.
makes it better. But it's like whatever. Like it's such a whatever card.
Fujitora got shafted this set in regards to support. They'll probably print support for it next set. I mean, to be fair, I think the point is that Fujitora already had a shit ton of support.
Yeah.
I
It's
do
whatever.
wish we had gotten a little more green navy in my head. There are a few
Yeah.
cards left to come in the set, so we might get. You wish Fujitora was black blue? I don't. I super don't.
Me neither.
I want it to be
I
black
also
green.
don't.
I want to use the starter deck X Drake. I've been waiting for black green
Yeah.
for so fucking long. For so
Yep.
fucking long. Like
Now it doesn't matter.
what navy cards are in blue? Fucking Sentomaru? Who cares?
Yeah.
Literally. Sentomaru's like super mid anyway now. Virgo,
Eh.
whatever. Yeah, the Pacifist line is that, and that's it. The Pacifist line and the Virgo. In comparison, oh, I think Sentomaru is navy. This is definitely a mistake. In comparison to, see, yeah, they don't have any of the starter. Oh no, here they are. There it is. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Sentomaru line. In comparison to getting access to X Drake, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
There's actually like synergies.
Oh, I just
where
wanted the blue stuff for the
Sentomaru
bouncing
is.
effects. Didn't care about the characters. I see. Yeah,
Well, I mean, yeah, but I can
bounce
make the
your
same
black
argument about resting effect with Okiku.
No,
Like,
because he's saying bounce your own on plays in black, I imagine.
oh, there's better on.
Oh
plays
my
than
god,
Okiku.
Boku wa Doctor.
This
Did
card is
Dofi get a searcher? All right, we're
awesome.
gonna real quick. Yes, Dofi got a searcher.
Yes,
It was
an event.
really early. It's an event, and you use it, and it's a counter event, not an activate main.
Yeah,
Which is really fucking cool.
very nifty.
Let's
I like it a
go
lot.
to Chopper.
It's
I
actually pretty
fucking
good.
love this card. It's duck time. It's duck. Everyone throw your ducks in the chat. D for duck in the chat. Tony Chopper. 3-drop 4K. Counter plus 1000. Animal / Alabasta Kingdom / Straw Hat Crew. 3 incredible typings. And its ability is on
Wow.
play. Play up to 1 card of animal type with 3000 power or less from your hand. So real quick, real fucking, don't even,
So
this is
bad.
gonna be, did you say bad? Did you say bad? Because I heard that if you had a Cobra on board, and like, if you, imagine you go second, right? Like a Chad, and you play Cobra turn 1, and then turn 2, you play Chopper into Karoo, into another Karoo, and they're all fucking plus 1000, right? And then the next turn, you play Jet Pistol, blow up a fucking blocker, right? And then you play double of the new Karoo. You rest the Karoos, you give the Dawn to all of your ducks, and you swing out, and that's Duck Tribal, baby. That's what we call Duck Tribal. And it's amazing. And it's the meta deck of set 4. Nothing will compete. Everything will fall at the hands of the ducks. If you play him, you play Usopp for the combo manga? Nah. Who said nah? Who said nah? Duck sales. Not Zoro
So
wide
dumb.
duck Alabasta aggro. No, Zoro, the fuck? Vivi.
Yeah.
You don't need
I
Zoro.
don't-
I don't fucking care about Zoro. Vivi
Ugh.
all the way. Maybe Zoro. It's possible. I don't know. There's a lot of comboing with Vivi that I really like, but I could definitely also see Zoro just because, like, because this card, where do you have to get back to the Chopper? This card is actually, this combo is actually goated in Zoro, right? Like playing this into, if you turn 1 Karoo, like you're going first, and then you turn 2 Chopper into another Karoo, and then you turn 3 attach 1 to your leader, you're so good. You're so strong.
Yeah. It's like, eh.
And this guy doesn't get it.
It's whatever.
If
It's
there are
fine.
more animals printed, I wonder
see,
if there. I
let me,
wonder if there will be more animals printed in the set. Real quick, before we go on, we've already seen the Karoo from this set. We also cards that this card already hits. It hits.
Machio.
It hits Komachio, another fucking 1-drop 3K duck. It also hits the 1-drop blocker Chopper.
True.
Yeah. So it hits
Very
Chopper and 2 different ducks, as well as the new duck. And there may or may not be another card to come in that is an animal. We'll see. Anyway,
Yeah.
this
no,
Chopper is
imagine
pretty
what he
good.
said.
I'm actually a huge fan of. You have a lot of 1-cost 3K red vanillas. Yeah, you get access to 8. Kung Fu Dugongs is an option. I just think Kung Fu Dugongs is a shit fucking card. So
Oh, I forgot about that card.
yeah.
Now imagine he did all that, and then you're playing Dofi, and you go, I play this card, and say, go fuck yourself. So this card is Flap Thread. It's a 2-cost green event. 7 Will of the Sea Don Quixote Pirate card. Counter: if your leader is a Don Quixote Pirates type, up to one of your leaders or characters get plus 2,000 power for the turn, and trigger K up to one of your opponent's rested 4-cost or lower characters. This card just says, yeah, plus 2 for the turn. Screw you. Like,
But dogs.
yeah, no, Ducks could eat a big weenie to Flap Thread. This card's
Yeah.
sweet.
And purple got the 1 too.
Yeah, like purple got the +1. This got +2, which is even
Yeah.
better.
It's not.
This
it's
card
not-
is
It's not
nuts.
a good time for ducks.
Nope. You know what's also actually insane about like my actual starting to become a complaint is that there are too many good events in Dofi. There's so many. And
There are a
it's
ton.
so good.
It's absolutely correct.
They're all so good. And it's like how do you decide like your deck space is gonna feel like it's so tight because everything is good. Like every single card is good, which is wild. So I'm a big old fan of this card. I love the fact that give plus for the turn. Like they're so good.
Yeah, it's very strong. And in case you were wondering why I'm leaning more towards Vivi for Ducks, let's talk about the Bonnie. So this is Egarum, 2-drop 3k, counter plus 1000, Alabasta Kingdom. Main, you may rest this character and give one of your active leaders minus 5,000 power for the turn. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal one Alabasta Kingdom type card and add it to your hand, then place the rest in the bottom of your deck in any order. So if you're playing this in Vivi, it's literally Bonnie every turn because you don't care about minusing your Vivi minus 5,000 power. If you're playing it in anything else, you're sacking your leader swing for the Bonnie effect. But Bonnie is such a strong card that the concept, and this one's honestly kind of stronger. It's harder to swing into. It does not cost Dawn to use every turn. So it's the same amount of Dawn the turn you play it, if you use it the turn you play it, as opposed to Bonnie. It's a 3k, which is notably harder to kill, honestly. The difference, like, how often do you just swing into Bonnies with blockers even? Like, I've done it many times, right? And so the fact, I really like the concept of making these Bonnie style of effects leader and like deck specific, because I think we've seen that they're too strong to just go into anything.
Yeah.
And $2 makes deck building a lot harder usually. Yeah.
This is they figured out how Bonnie is broken. They fixed it. I like this card.
We miss Pika. We'll be getting a Pika card. It's
cards actually this is really good against is Rebecca, because the big thing about this card, in my opinion, what makes me sad is that it can get swung into by opponent's characters. Leader, sorry. You can swing into your opponent's leader, KO this nonsense card, and be like, whatever. But like
Rebecca,
but Rebecca can't do that.
Oh,
so it's like,
thank you for the sub, Nyasi Gaming.
Hey, thank you. But this card, because Rebecca can't swing into it, this card's even better against that matchup. So I can simply see this card it's gonna be used if you're in VV decks for sure.
Yep.
I like this card.
And John Pilgrim, no Senior Pink also makes me sad, but you know it's coming, right? Like it'll be there very soon. We have not gotten the whole set yet, so. You're the first person to pronounce it properly the first time. Thank you. What, Egarum? Yeah. If it's not, I'll be sad. Dude, there's no way we're not getting a Senior Pink card. Egarum is sweet. I love it.
There's no way.
All right, Anthony,
all right.
Why don't you tell us about this?
Was it Rocky or Roki? I don't know. It's one of those two. But it's a 5-drop 7k. Giant Animal Kingdom Pirates. And as a counter stat, it's pretty much just a vanilla. But it's a very pretty vanilla. I like it a lot.
I actually fucking love this vanilla. It is by far my favorite 5-drop 7k vanilla. Oh, so Skyrian, thank you for the prime, bro. Thank you for the prime.
Wait.
6 months. You just got a new badge, Skyrian. You've upgraded your devil fruit. Holy shit. Moonman. Hey, Anthony, thank you for the sub.
I was like, okay, I'm going to do that.
I think I just need to prime sub on my other account, too. We missed the other 8 numbers now. Yeah, right. We need all the numbers.
Oh, I love this card. To sub, gift, or use to get the hype train.
What?
It's on my thing. It says we get one more.
Is it a goal?
I don't know. It just says we get a hype train. I don't know what that means.
No,
I'm gonna use a bit. I want to see what happens. Wait, use a bit. Oh, wait, how do I use a bit? Like this?
You're making me want to just fucking sub right now. I want to.
Oh, it costs money to bit. No, never mind.
Yes, it does.
Dang. How do I... Dang.
All right, well, this is a great time to take a moment and pause. This is the ugliest skill list I need for it. Dude, I love this card. It's literally me. This is a great moment to... Oh, my God. Kid Leo subbed.
Hype train incoming.
Hype train. What does that do?
Hype train. I don't know. I was just reading it, and now you have a limited time to earn exclusive seasonal emotes. Level 2 hype train. Give or use bits to get to the next level. Okay.
All right, whatever. Anyway, let's talk about the Grand Line Cup again, guys.
Oh, wait.
If you've been chilling since the start of the stream, I'm sorry you're going to hear this twice, but it's really important to us. We are putting on this big One Piece event in my store's mall. My store is located in a mall in Rotterdam, New York. It's right next to Albany, New York, the capital. Easy to get to via train and bus. Yeah, give us a sub for a cash grab. What BS? That's mad funny. That's great. Just CeeLo gifted the sub. It tells me that now. That's dumb funny.
Yep. That's great.
Anyway, So listen, there's some excellent prizing. You have the chance to win a manga ace in first, as well as some packs. Alt Nami in second, as well as some packs. You got third, fourth, getting an alt Luffy leader or alt Zoro, as well as some packs. Fifth through eighth, fifth, sixth is this 9-drop Whitebeard. Seventh is alt Levinkov. Eighth is alt Shanks, and each one gets 6 packs. And then
Yep.
on top of that, top 16 gets this custom Kaizoku card, Zoro leader. This watermark will not be on it. This card is exclusive to this event. You will never see this alt art anywhere else. It's from Kaizoku
Ever
Cards,
again.
one of our sponsor. Definitely giving him a shout out. He's fucking amazing. I love him to death.
Yes.
Um,
Great person. Very cool.
the fact that he was willing to let us get this exclusivity for our event is fantastic. Whoever comes in first will get one with this winner stamp. It looks absolutely amazing in person. And then top 16 all get this. There's also going to be giveaways. We're giving away box topper packs. We're giving away promotion pack 2022. We're giving away an alt art 5-drop law. And there are 2 more things to be announced in the giveaway. You can only participate in the giveaway if you pre-register. However, if you show up day of, you can sign up day of as long as you show up before the event start. Realistically, I'd try and show up before the player meeting. But as long as you can pay on site, show up, sign up day of. But definitely get a part of those giveaways. If you check the link in my bio, you can click on the link. You click on the picture that says Grand Line Cup. It's got a Jolly Roger skull and crossbones with the Grand Line Cup in the middle. You click on that, it'll take you right to the form that allows you to sign up. We cannot wait to put this on, and we're hoping for a great
It's
turnout.
so cool that we're doing this. I'm really hyped for this Zoro alt art. It looks so great. Like, it's awesome.
This is beautiful. And most of these cards I donated out of my personal collection. Like, I've donated my personal manga ace. I donated my personal Nugate, Ivankov, Shanks. I bought these 3 cards. Like, honestly, it's not even like a big profit thing for me. I'm not going to make a lot, if any, money off of this event. For us, it's all about the competitive One Piece scene is too small. It really is way too small, and everyone's really frustrated and pent up about not getting into events, especially around me. Everyone's always complaining. So I want to give people a creative outlet to flex their deck building, their play styles, everything. I know it's not a treasure cup, of course, but I'm hoping that if this one goes at least somewhat well, we plan on doing many more and hopefully continuing to get the ball rolling so that we have more competitive scene in upstate New York for One Piece trading card game.
Just in general too, like it's so like bums me out. Like I didn't get into like any of the online regionals like what 2 or 3 times in a row now.
Yeah, seriously.
And it's like,
and we were waiting, we were ready right at the time, and we both missed it because they just sold out so quickly.
Does not matter, and it really like bums me out. So we want to give back to the community and give an opportunity to have another event, at least something to hang out with us, hang out with your homies and stuff. All your friends come down, say hi. I'm really hyped to be a part of this. As per usual, so very cool.
All right, so where do we leave off?
I just said Roki or Rocky, whatever you pronounce his name right.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Here it is.
Again.
Here it is, guys. This is the Super Spot Build Duck Squad. It's a 2-drop 3K Animal Alabasta Kingdom with a 2K counter stat. Look at that.
Oh, it is 2K counter.
It's a fucking 2K. That's why its effect makes sense. And then its effect is when attacking, give up to one of your active leaders minus 5,000 power during this turn. Return this card to your hand at the end of the turn. So listen, if you're playing this in VV, is it NA only? It is in person. So it is not NA only. In theory, if you want to fly from not North America, you're more than fucking welcome. But it is an in-person, not an online event.
Yeah, it tells you the location in the form as well. So you definitely check that out and make sure it's not too much of an investment for you. But we'd love to see you there and chill and talk.
So in the Duck Squadron, in the concept we're talking about, right? You play this off of Chopper with starter deck Namis on board. You give it haste. You give it some Dawn with the starter deck Namis. You draw a card. You swing. It comes back to your hand. You have an untapped Chopper on your board. You got a sweet swing off, and you get this 2K counter back to your hand. So it's actually kind of a nifty combo. Little combo that works out there.
It's super nifty. It's very nifty.
And that's why it's going to break the game. And Super Spot Build Duck Squad, 2K counter. If nothing else, it has the Alabasta type, and Igaram will search it with its effects. So, I mean, this is kind of a staple in VV decks just because it's a 2K Alabasta type.
Searchable off of Igaram. That was going to be a staple.
There is the other 2K counter, but why would you ever not play the Super...
Listen, this is literally the squad.
You're having the option to play the Super Spot Build Duck Squad, and you're not. You're kind of troll. You should quit the One Piece card.
This is like me and the boys pulling up to a tournament.
Yeah, literally.
This is not the best.
So expect me to be collecting this card. Please feel I'm gonna get a PO box. You guys where you guys can send me your bulk of this card. I will it will be as well as the other Karoo, all of the Karoo and Ducks. I've got this beautiful binder. I want all of them. I want
Send
every
me.
single. No, don't
I
listen to
want.
him.
I
Don't
still.
worry
Want, I
about his
want. I want more
buggies.
buggies. I want buggies.
Don't
I
worry about
want
his
more
buggies. Buggy is too important to you guys. Don't give him anything. Give me Ducks.
That's
But
funny.
yeah. So that's our plan. God,
nice.
isn't this sweet? I love this card so much. So fucking much.
It is really sweet.
All
I
right.
love this card.
Go ahead,
It's pretty
Anthony.
cool. All right, Kozuki Hiyori. It is a yellow character, cost 2, power 0, Wano Country and Kozuki family, and it's a 2K counter, so already good. On play, give up to one of your leaders or characters with the Wano Country type +1 power for the turn, and trigger play this card. Now, what's really cool about this card is you can if you get it off the trigger and play it, you can give your leader or character, of course, but you giving your leader +1 for the turn makes your leader a 7K if it's Yamato. So playing this off its effect is really, really cool.
If your
so
opponent
it's gonna,
is going wide. Otherwise, it's just kind of better to have a 2K counter in hand. But
yeah, of
having
course,
that
mathematically.
flexibility is not bad.
Yeah, mathematically, it's better to have it in your hand versus that.
Depending on how many attacks are coming.
Depending on what magic you. But again, any 2K with flexibility, like you were talking about, is good. I like this card.
My only thing about this card is its flexibility only comes in the form of a trigger, which I don't really like. Because if you're not hitting it off life, at the same time it's in yellow though, so putting it in your life isn't the most impossible thing in the world. Stacking it so you see it when you want. I could easily see this card getting run in theory. It's just about Yamato's support, like yellow Wano support.
The Wano Country support, yeah, it's not that good. And I don't think we have a searcher off this shit. Yeah, right.
We have Momo if you're playing.
We have Momo,
Arlong.
but yeah. So I feel like in the future when we get a green yellow Wano Country deck,
if we ever get green yellow Wano, this is pretty good.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. But I like this card regardless. I like it a lot.
Speaking of cards, I like
this card. I like more.
Colors Trap, 1-drop event, Baroque Works, counter Dawn -1. Give up to one of your leaders or characters +1000 for the battle, then rest one of your opponent's cost 4 or lower characters. I think this is once again a meta call. Cost 4 or lower characters that are attacking aren't like the most common thing in the world right now, and it's kind of a
they used to be. They used to be in the current set.
But again, it's a really strong meta call because depending on what you're doing. Also, if you're playing this in Purple Yellow Crocodile, right, you get the Dawn back to active, so this card is practically free. All you use is your Crocodile effect for that turn.
But another big thing with this card is that
I'm sorry, it's trigger ramps the Dawn. If I didn't say that, it gets a Dawn as active.
But a big thing about this card, why I think it's going to be relevant no matter what, is because so many decks play Marco, and they made it F4. This will tap down that Marco during whatever, your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
And it's like now it's one blocker, that a really good blocker is just not even relevant anymore.
Yeah, that's super true. I didn't even think about that.
Yep, this card I feel like is going to be relevant because Marco's a thing. So now I don't imagine Marco leaving the meta anytime soon, to be honest. So I'm pretty hype about this card. Pretty good.
So I actually really like this next card. Go ahead, Ann.
All right, Ulti. It's a blue character, cost 3, power 4000, Animal Kingdom Pirates with a counter set of 1000. Dawn ×1, when attacking, return up to 1 cost of 2 lower character to its owner hand or top of deck. And the reason why Max loves this card is because in Nami, you can bounce your own stupid nonsense and replay it to.
That is actually relevant, not the reason I like this card.
Oh, really?
I like this card.
Okay.
What you said is half the reason it's relevant, right? Cards with flexibility are fucking insane. That's the whole point. And this card has flexibility. You can use it to bounce your own cards in order to get on plays. But what I really like about this card is putting a card to the top of your opponent's deck is silly. Putting a 1-drop chopper blocker, getting rid of one of your opponent's blockers, and then it goes to the top of their fucking deck. So their next draw is a 1-drop blocker is really good. Also, in theory, this is a little bit of a stretch, but at the same time, I could really see it. You could play this in Rebecca. Get some cost reduction and really fuck up the top card of your opponent's deck.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's really
Where can
stupid.
I go to find accurate pricing on meta deck lists? Are you talking about set 2 meta deck lists or what's yet to come? If you're talking about what's yet to come, it doesn't exist because there's no way of predicting the market yet. It just won't
there is. There is a way because you can just go by Japanese prices.
The
But they're
Japanese prices
normally,
and the English prices are so wildly different, though.
yeah, they're normally not that accurate. But you can try to use it as a predictor. It's just normally not that.
Also, honestly, just
it really
different
isn't.
countries run different cards. In set one, I used to work with people in Australia a lot in set one, and they could not sell green SRs to save their life. Meanwhile, me, like we if I had a green trafficker law, $25 instant. I could breathe and the card would be gone. They couldn't sell it for 10 over there. 10 American fucking dollars when the card
That's
was worth
insane.
25. Yeah, so seriously, there's no accurate way to predict what's yet to come. If you're looking for current, what you do is you find a meta deck list either through YouTube, or all right, so current sets.
One Piece
You
top
find One
decks.
Piece top decks. And to find an accurate price, just go into TCG Player and
just put it
add every card to your card. That's the only way to find an.
Or you can go
accurate
to
price.
my Twitter and follow me there.
Where could I go to win a manga ace and a custom Zoro card? Well, let me tell you.
Well, who knows?
Well,
But, you know,
You
let's
know,
see. Let's talk about it. Let's think about it.
Is there this event called the Grand Line Cup? I hear that's coming up. It's supposed to be fantastic. You can win this. You can. All right. Anyway, you win that custom Zoro card that I know you all want. Like, don't even fucking lie to me.
I want it. It's sweet. But the fact that you can use Rebecca or college reduce and then put this in pot, I never thought of that, and that's actually kind of
Not
insane.
bad. Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
This card has a lot of flexibility and lots of stuff. It's sweet.
Yeah, so I really like this card. I'm not making any promises about like viability or anything like that, but I could easily see it because it just does a lot of things and is very flexible. And it's the first card we see to muck with your opponent's draws, and that just can't be ignored.
Yeah, pretty sweet. I like it a lot.
I mean, could you imagine your opponent spends like their entire turn playing 7-cost Kid, and you reduce
oh
it
my gosh,
by 5, which isn't that hard to be
that's
completely
super
honest.
easy in black.
And then you swing with this, throw it to the top of your opponent's deck, so they're drawing the card they just spent their whole turn playing.
That's nuts.
That's awesome.
That's actually gross. As
Yeah,
hell.
so I could definitely, and even ignoring that, like I said, cheap blockers are a very real part of most decks. Throwing stuff to the top of your opponent's deck is just good.
That's not bad.
Oh, nice! I love this card.
Oimo and Kashi.
This was
Kashi?
totally my
Whatever.
card.
It's a 6 cost. It's a black character. 6 cost, 8K. It is a giant world government card and it has a counter stat for 1. It's just a vanilla.
So once again, just real quick,
Pretty good.
6-drop AK vanilla in black is cool, but also just mentioning we now have 2 giants in black.
Yep, there's 2 giants. Yep,
So that's cool.
I like it. I like this card a lot.
Gun Madoki. Top of deck is such a powerful effect. I'm surprised they used it on this over like an SR Queen. It's because it only affects cards that cost 2 or less, and it's
I don't think they.
and it's in a tribe that doesn't make sense in the current black-yellow deck. Or black-yellow, in the current
Black-blue.
black-blue deck, yeah.
Yeah. It's not like
Blurple
it's
Kaido OP4 is actually really good. No joke. It's
Yeah.
it's being tested by people in Japan a lot right now. It's very strong. You have a searcher for board wipe and a searcher for Oni. That's all you needed. Anyway, Gun Madoki, 1 cost, Wano Country Kozuki family event, main. You may add 1 card in the top or bottom of your life to your hand. Up to one of your characters with Wano Country type gain double attack for the turn. Trigger, up to one of your leaders or characters gain plus 1,000 for the turn. So we're seeing this kind of funny OTK Mimi Kinemon deck, where you set up, you play like Kinemon and that stupid Wano card that we all hate, and then next turn you sack it, give Kinemon +3, give Kinemon double attack, and just go bop bop and like try and win in 1 turn. And it's absolutely trash. Like it's fucking dog shit. But I like that it's there. It's very
It's
Mimi.
funny. Very funny.
Trigger up to one of your leaders or characters gets +1 for the turn, which is cool. But honestly, that's not even that cool. That's just the guard point trigger, right? Like that's the normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty bad.
Exactly the turtle point.
And I'll take this next one because Anthony took 2 from me. So let's talk more Wano
What?
support.
Did I?
Yeah, you read ulti and then
Oh.
Like
Oh, that's why you meant.
bastard.
Yep, sure did. All right, take it. Go for
Yep.
it.
So yellow character, 2 cost 0, Wano Country counter plus 1,000. On play, you may trash 2 cards with a Wano Country type card from your hand. If your life is 1 or less, add 1 card from the top of your life, or from the top of your deck to the top of your life. I hate this fucking card. Discarding 2 to heal. You're at 1 or less.
Discarding 2 heal is not unheard of in yellow because we have that other card.
Yeah, but this
that
is
does it,
very
but
specific. You have to discard
it's
2
very specific.
Wano.
2 Wano country, and my big thing I hate about this is that's not a trigger. So you
It
can't.
does,
hit
yeah,
this
it doesn't
on
have a
life.
trigger. And Wano Country is a bad fucking archetype at the moment. I see nothing that makes it good. So why do I want to stuff my deck with it?
Yep. Very, very bad. Not a big fan.
All right, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, whatever. Mr. Hanger. 2 cost, 0 power.
And
Beast
it's not
blue
smile.
character.
That is really big. It should be smile.
And it's not small, true. But it's a counter +1. It's main. You may trash 1 card from your hand. Versus character, draw 1 card. It's super mad, but Inami could be pretty funny.
I actually kind of like this card a lot in Nami.
Could be funny.
Because, like, you play this card,
who's got attack
you
into
filter, let them attack into it. I don't care. Either it's a
That's what I'm
pseudo
saying.
blocker. Well, they're going to attack into it, but that's good. Or you just bounce it to your
Yeah.
hand. You play this card, use it, Zeph it, Erebas, Brickfist it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
good card.
Yeah. So,
Pretty sweet.
yay, Nami
In that
sport,
one
what
deck.
everyone wanted. Anyway.
Yeah, totally.
Mr. 3 Galdino. I love this art. What a fucking sick looking card.
Gorgeous.
3 cost 4K, counter plus 1000, Baroque Works card. On opponent's attack, once per turn, Dawn -1. Give up 20 of your opponent's characters, -1000 power for this turn. I'm not huge on this card. I also don't hate this card. I just think
It's
there's better
fine.
stuff you can be running in purple, yellow croc.
Yeah,
Even
probably
though
the
this
best
fits the theme, like I'd rather just run generically good cards than this, right?
deck. Yeah,
Like
it's-
generically good cards beats fitting the theme basically every fucking time.
I mean, the only thing I can say about this is that there's more than one of these on board. It's like, okay, now -2.
What
and
leader
like,
is Yellow Wano supposed to be used for? So there's
Yamato.
we're gonna get 2 starter decks in the in between sets 3 and 4, and one of them is a mono black Luffy deck that has like a bunch of his East Blue stuff. It also has Uta Shanks. I
Yeah.
love this Laboon. I think that's so cool. So you know, I didn't even notice this Bon Clay. Fuck, I forgot about that. So there's that, and then also on top of that, there's a Yamato starter that's mono yellow Wano stuff. And actually,
Yeah.
this Yamato leader is really strong. Dawn times 1 opponent's turn while your life area has 2 cards or less. This leader gets plus 1000. The thing is, you play this and you don't use Wano support. You just use the Big Mom support. So,
Yep.
But honestly, with all of the Wano support we're seeing, I don't like most of it. But there's just so much of it now that there could be
Nah.
people out there that know better than me that will find a way to make it work. I really wouldn't be that surprised.
We are seeing this Yamato leader becoming more and more popular as time
Yeah.
goes on because of that fact. Like, you're
The
playing
leader effect is
Kakuri
just really
against
strong.
Yamato. Kakuri against Yamato is actually kind of rough because if you go, like, the only way you're going to hit this leader when they're at low life is if you Dawn times 1 your leader. Like, you have to
And then you
physically
can't
do
use
it.
your 10 drop.
And then you can't 10 drop.
But then
It's
again, if
like,
you just play 10 drop instead, who cares that you don't hit the leader because you're creating one of their life?
it's still better to play. Yeah, like when I was playing against, I was playing Kakuri and I was playing this online, and he managed to do like a million heal effects, but I played 4 10 drop Big Mom in a row, and like good game. Like after like the second, it was like I'm probably winning already, but here's the third, and then he's like, oh wow, he played 3 of them. That's insane, and it's like,
That's mad
and
funny.
he healed himself, and just I went okay 10 drop. That was my 4th one, and I was like, you're dead.
That's so funny.
So,
Yeah,
I love it. It's great. But
this card would not be good for Magellan. I don't think. I think there's no saving.
nah,
Oh,
I just don't
actually,
like it.
yeah, Magellan's your turn only. So no, this
No,
card is
Magellan's,
not good for
no,
Magellan.
that would make it good.
No,
No, it's
because
very
this effect
mediocre.
happens during your opponent's turn. And Wano Arlong deck is getting buffed. Good for you, buddy. Moving along. Go ahead,
Anyways,
Ant.
Ugh. Dragon Twister Demolishing Wind. It's a blue event. Costs 2 for Emperors and Animal Kingdom Pirates. Counter. Give up to one of your leaders or characters +4 power this battle. Then place up one cost 1 or lower character on the bottom of its owner's deck. The trigger is return up to 1 cost 6 or less character to its owner's hand. This card is pretty bad.
So, do you want to
um,
hear something funny?
What?
I actually know what makes this card decent.
Is it running it in Rebecca?
No, it's running it in Nami if Nami is the best deck in the game for the Nami mirror.
Oh yeah,
Because bottom decking. But then again, why would Nami ever swing at Nami? I guess to stop Zeph attacks.
True.
Nami mirror sounds so lame. Dude, they just never swing at each other? I wouldn't.
who wins? How do you win
Whoever
that?
wins second.
Cool. Great.
Wait, is there a leader restriction? There is no leader restriction on this card because it's not very good.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But that's
Pretty
okay,
bad.
Anthony. I'm also getting a bad one.
Yep.
Anti-Manor Kick Course. I like the name and I like the art.
Gorgeous.
Alabasta the Kingdom Straw Hat Crew. Counter, you may trash one card from your hand. Give up to one of your leader's characters plus 3,000 power this battle. Trigger, give up to one of your opponent's leader's characters minus 3,000 power this turn. So they're just slowly giving us this card for every color. I hate this card in every color. That's, yeah, like I literally fucking despise the Gum Gum Rain.
Meh.
I think
That's
I'm going to
funny.
start referring to these as rains because of Gum Gum Rain.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like there's a blue rain, a red rain, a purple rain, and I hate them all.
Yep, whatever.
All right, here you go,
Superman.
Anthony. You get a cool card now.
Nose Fancy Cannon. Purple event Cost 3 Baroque Works. Counter, give up to one of your leaders or characters +6 power for this battle. Then, if your life is 2 or less, add up to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck set as rested, and triggers add up to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck set as active. It is literally Thunder Bagua, but with one more Dawn.
way
and +3.
worse. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
a significantly worse Thunder Bagua, but
It
I
is
like
a
the
worse
art.
Bagua. The art's very pretty,
Straight out of
but
the manga.
this card is poopy diapers. Eddie loves this guy's fruit, by the way. Like
Eddie loves this guy. That's because he's a fucking booger eater, bro. I'm sorry.
oh, that's funny.
This guy's fruit is so stupid. I hate it. Yeah,
but that's why he likes it. He's like, oh, think of the innovation.
No, it's not innovative. This man can blow up any part of his body and he flicks boogers at people.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Triggering.
All right, well, you can get the next.
Oh god. Excellent. Yes, the ultimate loser, Jack. 2 cost 3K. Animal Cable Pirates counter +1000 on KO. Draw 1 card. So we're getting blue purple Kaido board wipe tribal support, and that's funny.
That is funny,
but that's not good.
Nope. But it's
I don't think.
I doubt it.
It'd be really funny if someone solved it, but
I really doubt it.
Me too. Okay.
But it's funny.
Here you go, Anthony. You can have
all right,
cool,
Baby
you
5.
Have an actually cool card, yeah.
Yeah. 1 cost 1K with Don Quixote Pirates, 2K counter. End of turn, you may trash this character set to 2 of your Dawn as active. This card's really good in Dofi because you can untap 4 at the end turn.
It's exactly what we want counter to be. Or 2K counter. A card that is flexible. Like a very flexible 2K counter that every once in a while will get used to have an extra Dawn untapped, and otherwise just a 2K counter. That's searchable.
Yeah. Yep, and searchable. This card is everything I want 2K counter to be, and Violet dumbass. Baby 5 is pretty hot, so here we are. I mean, also pretty hot.
I'm into dudes. No. Have we had many cards that say KO draw a card? Seems we've had 2 now. There's this one and the other blue one.
The other blue one. The other one, which named
Miss Doublefinger.
Miss Doublefinger, yeah.
Zala.
Literally the same as Bex. Like,
and
whatever.
It's bad. It's just not good. Don't even worry about it.
Yep. Don't worry about it.
This card is kind of cool though. 2-drop 3K counter +1000. Miss Golden Week, Marianne. Baroque Works. On play, if your leader contains the Baroque Works type, up to one of your opponent's cost 5 or lower cards cannot attack until the beginning of your next turn. Trigger Dawn -1. Play this card. So I actually really like this card. It's much better than the old Baroque Works stun, the Mr. 3. It hits 5 or less, which is so much more relevant.
Yep.
The condition is you have to have a Baroque Works leader, so in the deck that wants to run it, it's decent.
It's fine. Seems cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I really say about it. Yeah. I think that it's really funny that this character specifically is in so many art now. Like there's so much art like that has her in it.
I also
like
love the art on this card.
It looked gorgeous.
I hate
Set 4 is like
time.
Oh, you did it again. Nice.
Yeah.
Set 4 is the king of the color palette of every card is just gorgeous. Every single one. Like it's like, wow, the card's colors are popping.
This is why I need
and that's awesome.
Monitor. Because the reason I keep doing that is because I keep going back from the translation page to the stream page.
Nice.
All right. Go ahead, Ant.
I love this card. It's a yellow character, 5 cost, 3K power, big bomb, homie. It is a counter 1000 and main. You may trash 1 character with the homie type and rest this character. Set up to one of your Linlins as active, and its trigger is play this card. This card is cool as hell. The fact that you can get your 10 drop to swing twice, like that's really cool. Like that is so sweet.
I'm not there.
And all you gotta do is kill with a homie, so you have to now load your deck with homies, which is very annoying. That's where it loses me. That's where it loses me. It's literally the only reason I like thinking this card is actually bad. But man, do I love homies.
The only way I see this deck being good is if you're running the if you're trying to go for the double attack banish swing twice. Yeah. Like if you're going for that kind of crazy ass deck that isn't very strong.
Yeah, and the thing is you have to also sack, you have to rest this, and you need a sack. Like it's very set up, and the only way you're gonna make it work is if you run like all the homies and your leader's big mom, so in case you don't have the character, you have something else to fall back on. It is very. And
then if your opponent has 2 blockers, you lose.
Bad. Yeah, it's very bad, but I really like it. I really like it.
Here's like a lot. My second favorite 5-drop 7K vanilla, Banana Crocodile. 5-drop 7K animal counter +1000, but look at him. He's got the banana on his head.
I love that.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
it's a very fun vanilla. It's nowhere near the fucking
Not
sheer
Rico,
of Rocky. But
Rocky.
good
Yeah,
try.
it was a good try.
Look at
It was a good
this.
try.
Look at him in all of his might. We are almost done. Anthony, second to last card. You get the best card remaining.
Machvice, I believe is how you say
Yep.
his name. It is a 4-cost power 5000 Don Quixote Pirates with the counter +1. On play, if your leader is a Don Quixote Pirates, rest up to one of your opponent's characters 5 cost or lower characters. Then at the end of the turn, set up to one of your Don as active.
So this card is cracked.
Yup.
It reminds me of the 4 drop
dang
6K
good.
Yamato. It just fits Doflamingo a little better.
Yeah, 4-5K, then you untap 1, so now you have 3 Don active at the end.
The precedent for this card being
Pretty
as
sweet.
strong as it is already there because of that Yamato. Because like the Yamato is kind of better, you know. But
Yeah,
this
of
is
course.
really, I would run this in the Doflamingo deck, setting the extra Don to active. 5K is a
resting-
fine body. 5 or less is a
Yeah.
fine number to hit. 6 is very like. How often do you need to rest a 6 cost? It's not common.
Right. Resting at 5 costs means you can rest queens, you can rest blockers that are really
You
relevant,
rest-
like
you
that's
rest-
7K.
I don't even know if I can name a 6 drop blocker.
I don't know. I can't think of one now. Let me think about it. Oh, no, it's a 4-drop.
Cost 6.
I don't know. Is there one?
We're looking.
I don't see one. Nope.
No, there is not even a 6 drop blocker. So the only reason to rest a 6 drop is to swing into it and kill it. And honestly,
Yeah. But this
who
card is
fucking
5 costs, so
cares? Yeah,
what's also really cool about this card? Oh no, never mind. I was just saying something stupid. Never mind.
you know the usual.
It's no. I was gonna say Isho combined with this can be cool, but I just realized it doesn't matter because for one we have Yamato and two, it's Don
This is
Quixote
Don,
Spirit.
yeah, this is
Yeah,
Dopey
it's
leader
specific.
only.
Yep,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate, but I feel like it'd be kind of
And
nuts when you start playing around with
lastly,
that.
we get the jacket guy. I don't remember his name, and it's not listed here. He's a 2-drop 2K blocker. That's it. Counter plus 1,000. But
That's
on getting a 2-drop 2K blocker in Rebecca is sweet, so I'm fine with that. It's a
Yep.
nice. Oh, Ideo.
Ideo.
Gotcha. Ideo.
Whatever.
Ideo.
It's
Ideo.
idea. Oh wait, it's
That's an
idea.
aggressive art for a blocker. That's a fact.
It is very aggressive art for a blocker. It's fine. I mean, it's searchable off of Rebecca, right?
Yeah, of course. It's got
So,
Dressrosa
yeah.
typing. That's
Yep,
what I'm saying.
fine.
It's a normal 2-drop 2K blocker in
Yep.
Dressrosa.
Sounds good.
That is
Whatever.
all of the over 50 new reveals we've gotten between yesterday and today.
Wild.
Most of them were today. The first 4 were yesterday. No, not even. Wait, yes, the first 4 were yesterday.
Yep.
And real quick, we're gonna talk about the leaders. I just want to
Yeah, so we know what we're talking about, I guess.
yeah. So
What
I
was the
just want to
ACOS
talk
blue card
about.
with 0
I just want
attack?
to talk about. Well, what was the 8 cost
Uh,
0 attack? I missed it. It's ISO.
Sony.
So this card, when it battles a card that costs 5 or less, when it attacks, excuse me, a card that costs 5 or less, you can put that card to the bottom of the deck at the end of the battle, which
Yep.
is really sweet. It is only when it attacks, right? It's not like absolutely
Oh.
cracked.
I'm pretty sure. What else would it possibly say?
When battles. But it is at the end of a battle, but it's your turn. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Whatever. I mean, it's good, but
Yeah.
whatever.
It's really good because it gets cheating to play. We're gonna get to see these reveals. I don't see them on OPTCG Discord. That's exactly where you go. So if you go to translation discussion, there's this sub page called 18th video leaks, and because
Yeah.
of the huge video today, the 18th.
I
and
think
that's
you
where
got to do it.
find
I was trying to do it on my phone, trying to find it that way, and I couldn't find it. So you might need to do it on your PC or
Yeah.
your whatever.
Well, I was doing it on my phone earlier, no
Computer.
problem.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
know
so maybe I'm
how.
just stupid.
Yeah, probably.
Yep,
It's under
yep.
translation discussion, not leaks. I don't know why
Yeah.
it hasn't been made.
Oh, maybe
thrown into
maybe
the
that.
leaks
Maybe
yet.
that's why.
It has not been
Yeah,
put into
whatever.
leaks yet.
I think Isoni's effect will work if battle with something else besides Isoni. What do you mean?
What do you wait?
I'm confused by the
Is he,
sentence.
are you saying that
Like if you tag
Isoni-
into something with your leader.
No, I think he's. Oh, nah, I'm in the fucking normal one instead of the 18th video leaks. I think he's saying like
Like, if you
something
tag
else
into-
could. It does say Isoni, right? Like, or after this
Yeah,
card.
right?
Isoni At the end of battle against an opponent's 5-cost or lower character, place that character at the bottom of its owner's deck. So your theory is that that works for anything? I
Wait,
don't think
anytime
that's the.
something attacks,
So it
that'd be
I don't think
disgusting.
that's true. At the end of battle against an opponent's 5-cost or lower character, place that character at the bottom of its owner's deck. If that's the case, that this card is cracked. It doesn't
That'd be the best card in the game.
read
That'd be like,
Chinjiao. Okay, let me read Chinjiao. I don't know about best card in the game. You're making statements, but it'd be really good.
What? At the end of battle against the opponent's 5-cost or lower place a character, literally any single one in the rest of the time, like that'd be insane.
Card's easy to remove still.
No, not if you're not attacking to it. You don't attack with it. You just go at the
Yeah,
end of the battle.
It's still easy as fuck to remove.
All right, whatever.
I mean, in this meta, dude.
I guess. I mean, only because you also have red now has the
Chinjo, Dawn times 1. When the
Vistas,
opponent's
yeah.
character battling this one is KO'd, draw 2 cards and trash 2 from hand. I don't know.
That'd be kind of crazy.
You know what? Maybe I'll ask.
That would actually be way better than I thought it was.
Ice Oni doesn't specify that
This
it
character.
needs to be the card battling an opponent's 5-cost character. Is that a static effect that applies to your entire board? Or is it only for when Ice Oni battles?
I mean, my only complaint, it's only 5 costs for less characters, so it's like it's not the most best broken card in the game, but still, that's really good. They would have added some of the same wording onto it if Oni needed to swing into something. Yeah.
Well, all of our wording is from people who translated it, you know? And they mistranslate stuff all the time.
But if Ice Oni's on board and that's applied,
Also,
then
I
all their
mean,
blockers no longer work.
Saying they would have
essentially.
added
I mean,
the
they do,
same
but, like,
wording is a little...
I don't know. That'd be kind of crazy.
Let me read Chinjiao again. Dawn times 1. When the opponent's character battling this one is KO, draw 2 cards, then trash 2 cards from your hand.
Yeah, it specifies.
Well, what about Hawkins? What does Hawkins say? If this character battles your opponent's character, Jesus Christ.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Now I'm just looking for precedent. When this character battles, if this character battles, at the end of the battle in which this character battles.
That's pretty interesting. Is Ice Oni's a little bit more cracked than I thought? That's kind of nuts.
Blue Purple Croc is S tier. You heard it here first. At the end of battle, against an opponent's 5-cost or lower character, place that character at the bottom of its owner's deck. So if they block with any any blocker in the fucking game, it goes to the bottom of their deck.
Yep. Pretty good. That is pretty.
Hawkins is another good example.
Good.
Yeah, it is. All of the cards, every card I tried to find with precedence is a good example. You could be right.
Yeah,
someone responded to me.
Best bet.
It does say only the Oni. Someone did respond with only the Oni.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay.
I wasn't sure because every other card that has a when battling effect, including the new translated Chinjiao, specifies itself, whereas Oni does not.
Well, you know, we'll see.
We'll see what he says. Best bet, give it a day for them to clean up the translation. That's absolutely it. I'm inclined to think
we'll see.
It also could just be every other card that we looked at. Well, no, not this one. Never mind. I was going to say it's a Dawn times 1 effect, but not Z, so.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, we'll just see. We'll see how it comes up. So anyway, let's go back to the way I actually want to end the stream, which is we're going to look at the leaders.
Yep.
I want to talk about leaders that I think got a ton of actually good support this set. Starting
based on the reveals too.
Based on the reveals. I'm big on Zoro. Zoro's always good, but I think the animal package is actually going to be really good for him. Honestly,
He'd be kind of cool.
I think it'll be a very viable way to play him. King Cobra is also a Lord. Lords are really good. Law didn't really get anything out of this set.
No, Law got nothing.
However, I still think Law will be good. It's just a
Let me
good
sure.
deck. Sugar is not bad. Yeah, so they fixed it. They fixed the translation. That's what it was.
Okay.
So now it reads. That's what I was thinking. It was just a mistranslation because otherwise the card is too busted.
Yep.
At the end of the battle
then.
between this character and an opponent's 5 cost or lower. So yep, there you go.
Yep. Whatever. You live the dream for 2 seconds.
Let's see. Nothing else. Blue Purple Kaido obviously got a ton of support. And Blue Purple Croc gets a ton of support. I'm really big on the Ice Oni Croc line. More than I am the Ice Oni Kaido line, honestly, but both of these decks are going to be much stronger. Blue Purple Kaido has already proven much stronger. People have been testing with it left and right. Blue Purple Croc has not seen a ton of testing, but I just really think it's definitely going to be stronger. It's just about how much stronger. Newgate, I actually think, is a really big winner out of this set because of the 7-drop Vivi. I think the mono red decks that are more mid-rangey, which could mean Zoro, but I see more Luffy and Newgate, get so much benefit off the 7-drop Vivi, it's not even funny.
Yeah, the fact it gives all your 9-drop Whitebeard Rush, like nuts.
Garp. Let's talk about why Garp is a big fucking winner. Because it's really funny. The 7-drop Luffy that can swing twice can be given double attack and then Diablo Jambade in a Monkey D Garp deck. So you can go for a fucking really stupid Garp OTK build, and that tickles my pickle. And even though I don't think Garp will be good, it is a big fucking winner in my eyes out of this set.
That's hilarious.
Sanji gets Ice Oni as well as resting effects from green.
That's fine.
It's still nothing. It's kind of like Garp where, oh yay, funny Mimi deck, you know?
I don't think Evencop gets anything.
No, Evencop
Magellan
gets shit.
nothing
Magellan
really.
gets nothing really. A few good counter events, but nothing mentionable. Honestly, same with Z. Smoker does get some stuff. I really like that makes me moist. It should make you moist. Smoker getting the 5-drop Sabo is big to me because filtering that dead is really good.
Yeah, that's good.
As well as there's just a ton of good black cards this set. So Smoker gets some
everything black gets good.
Ace
better. I don't think Ace gets anything.
I don't think Ace gets anything. I think it'll still be a viable deck.
I mean, I guess for a VV, but even then.
No, you don't use 7-drop VV and Ace. Why would you?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you don't need it. So it's like.
I think Ace will continue to be good, but it doesn't really get any help from the set.
I don't think it needs it.
Kuro is still shit. Arlong is still shit unless you're. Well, actually, Arlong does get notable help. Arlong gets notable help, and Arlong is already decent. I think Arlong is going to retain its position as decent. That's kind of where I'm at. Nami gets some help. I don't think Nami's going to be much stronger than she is.
I don't know, the 6-drop event.
The 6-drop event is relevant, but honestly, paying 6 for removal, it's still Nami still will. No matter what you do, Nami is still going to heavily struggle against yellow, which is an extremely popular deck, and I don't think that's going to change.
Yep, it's very.
But to be fair, Nami only struggles against yellow decks that run the 10-drop Big Mom. So next set, the meta is going to be so diverse, I think, that Nami will be better and will be a much bigger winner because it gets decent new support. On top of, there will be less Katakuri Big Mom running around, just out of there's so much more stuff to play. Lucci doesn't really. Iceberg gets stuff, but I don't care. Lucci doesn't get anything.
He got Stussy, but who cares about that?
That card sucks. Lin and Katakuri both get some pretty cool support out of this set. I think they'll be making some fun moves. Vivi, I think, is a pretty big winner. Here's the thing about Vivi. I actually secretly think that Vivi is busted as fuck, and we just don't know why yet. It gives me like Whitebeard vibes from set 2, where I was really like, I know this is so good, and I just can't put it together, and I really wish I could. Someone out there is going to make this shit busted, and it's probably just not me, because I'm going to be playing Ducks. Doflamingo is like absolutely high key the biggest winner. This card is so insane. Fujitora, honestly, this isn't really a winner. I think that the color combination is just naturally good. I think the leader effect is naturally good, but it doesn't really get any actual support out of the set. So
it's fine.
I think I'm put this very similarly to Arlong in like the decent category. I could see someone solving it and making it pretty strong. I just don't see it right now.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you guys do an up to OP4 leader tier deck. I'll watch the hell out of that. You're talking about like tier like a deck leader tier list? Is that what you're talking about? Or just make decks for the OP4 leaders? Tier list, yeah. Once the entire set is revealed, I will be doing that. As well as I'm probably pretty soon going to post a YouTube video for set, just like I did with set 2, which is so when set 2 was rolling around, I posted my top 5 biggest winners in set 2. So people were prepared with what decks I thought they should build. I'm probably gonna do the same thing with set 3.
Set 4 or set 3, yeah.
Yeah, set 3.
It's,
And
it's,
I mean,
it's,
and
it's
set
right
4.
on
I'll
the
do
point.
it. I'll do it with every set, but I'll do
Yeah,
it
it's
with as the
consistent.
set. Yeah.
Rebecca's
Rebecca's
huge
This is
winner.
Gas. Rebecca and Dofi are my 2 biggest winners out of the set by far.
Yep. By
Um,
leagues.
Queen is super mid. Crocodile is like Crocodile at the
I feel
moment. I'm putting kind of where Arlong is. Very,
I don't know. I feel
very
like
decent.
Croc. I feel like there's something with Croc that's there that I don't see it. But I feel
I
like so,
think
it's one of those
most of
things.
his support is bad, and I think it's gonna
Yeah.
hold him back a lot. At the same time, he
I don't know.
has access to
His
so much
pool.
of the good yellow stuff.
Yeah, his pool
His
is
card
so
pool
good.
is so good that I could see it. It's just not.
That's
there
what I'm
yet.
saying. Like there's something there.
It could
I'm not smart enough to figure that
be.
out.
Mono Red Luffy is a huge winner with the 7-drop VV. Fun fact:
Yep.
Kid is an amazing winner with 10-drop
Oh
Dofi.
yeah.
10-drop
Oh my
Dofi
God, Kid was
is
so nuts.
not leader specific. So Kid is huge. Wow, there is
Yep.
a Sanji duck. Yep, more ducks, more ducks. Crocodile is a huge winner with the 6-drop removal blue spell, as well as Ice
Yep.
Oni shenanigans.
Yep.
Kaido is
Fine.
No,
It's
it
whatever.
gets nothing out of the set. It gets
Yeah.
some decent counter events, but
Whatever.
honestly, Kaido gets dick all. The only other cards that I'd say are decent winners are the Lin, and I think the
Yeah.
Yamato is a huge winner. Even though I don't see how it would be meta relevant, the deck still pluses a lot from the new support. Like there's so much more to work with than there was.
Yeah, anything that increases its card pool in a good card pool like Croc is, in my
Yeah.
mind, a winner because you can't laugh at like a good Bane deck no matter what. There's always gonna be that's always gonna be good.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it shapes up.
So
We're
just
very
to
early in
recap
OPO4.
on the winners, we'll just go over the winners. Zoro is a direct winner. Blue Purple Kaido is a winner. Blue Purple Croc is a winner. Newgate is a winner.
Yep.
And then we don't have any. No, I don't even
Silver
really.
Kai-
I don't even
I
really
don't-
want
I
to.
don't think
No,
I
I'm
would-
only giving it to strict
Yeah.
winners. Nami is a winner. Black, Yellow, Big Mom, and Katakuri are winners.
Yep.
Vivi's a winner. Dofi's a winner. Rebecca's a winner. Luffy's a winner, Kid's a winner, Croc's a winner, Mono Yellow Big Mom's a winner, and Mono Yellow Yamato's a winner. Those are the decks that are the most heavily influenced by the cards that have come out this set. And
Yep.
there are things that I would be very on the lookout for.
Something that it's definitely like decks that's like I'm not gonna be surprised that you see them top all the time. Like
Yes.
all those cards. And what's really cool about One Piece is that as we're coming to set 4 is look at all this card pool of leaders we have to play with now.
Metadiversity is a very real thing in set 4.
Meta diversity might actually finally be a real thing.
Yep.
Like there's always been a very diverse meta, more than other card games. But I've been really waiting for like where Dragon Ball is right now, where it's like or was slightly not that long ago, where like not that everything's good, but there's like everyone plays a million other leaders. Like there's a million ways. to
Set
play
4
the
is
game.
really looking like very possibly where we're going to get that point.
Yeah.
It's a beautifully
I'm
designed
excited.
set. And it's
I'm just scared of 10 drop
We're-
Tofi. That's what I'm
honestly,
scared of.
I'm not even scared of 10-drop Dofi. I don't think 10-drop Dofi is any more oppressive than like 10-drop Big Mom. 10-drop Big Mom is insane.
Yeah,
10-drop
sure.
Kaido is insane.
Everything 10 drops just nuts.
Not 10-drop Blue Kaido.
Oh yeah, still not
Still
bad
good
though.
though. Still good.
Still not bad. So
And
let's try.
10-drop Blue Kaido helps mono blue decks a lot. Like I like it in mono blue Croc. You know.
Yep.
They really wanted that top end. All right.
Yep. Very cool.
Thank you guys so much for watching. One last thing before we go. Grand Line Cup. I'm not going to talk too much about it because
Again.
we talk so much.
Mhm.
This is the ad for
Yep.
it. $30 event. It's happening in person in a mall in Rotterdam, New York, right where my store is. There's a sign up
Yep.
link in the bio of this Twitch right now. You can win a manga ace for first. Top 16 is going to get these alt art Zoro leaders. They're exclusive to this event. And there's a lot of great prizing and giveaways if you pre-register. So check it out right the fuck now. I have seen a few of you sign up in this stream. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you
Yep.
guys so much for checking us out. And
Come say hi
we
at the
will
Grand Line Cup.
Yeah, say hi to us at the Grand Line Cup. Meet us in person if you haven't already. And
Yep.
we will see you next time.
Bye.